ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, it's Travis. Every legend has a story, and those stories are kept at Legends Attic in Claremont. Legends Attic is the premier sports memorabilia gallery and store that offers a unique blend of rare and iconic collectibles. It's a community for sports fans and collectors, so go check it out for yourself. Legends Attic, 619 West Foothill Boulevard in the city of Claremont. Visit legendsattic.com and be sure to follow Legends Attic on all social media platforms so you can stay connected to know about their upcoming signings and special events with Hall of Famers and pro players.
Have you been impacted by the Southern California wildfires, like Eaton and Palisades or other related fires this year? You're not alone, and you don't have to recover alone. Join us for the Ashes to Answers, a wildfire expert panel event, August 21st and 23rd at the Westin Pasadena. The event is free and hosted by the Rise Relief Project. We support those impacted by the wildfires with supplies, resources, and emotional care. Get real answers about insurance claim recovery, rebuilding your home, and your real estate options. Learn how to speed up your recovery and find out if you qualify for a wildfire class action lawsuit. Our team of experts, legal advisors, and community partners will be there, offering resources, support, and critical aid. In times of crisis, you need more than hope. You need help you can count on. Rise California. Relief, intervention, support, empowerment. Call 800-484-RISE or log on to risereliefproject.com to RSVP. Register now and receive a free gift at check-in to the event, August 21st or 23rd. 800-484-RISE.
At Progressive, we understand the bond you have with your boat. It's why people name theirs.
I named my boat Sure Don't. Get it? The other day when my friend said, "Hey Larry, you want to head back in? It looks like it might rain." I said, "Sure don't." I guess they didn't get it because they didn't laugh.
Whatever you call your boat, protect it by insuring it with Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from refilings.com.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Mason, Ireland.
Best show on the radio. Here we go, Thursday with the Hall of Famers. Steve Mason is here, while Andy Kamenetsky is sitting in for Johnny I. Let's talk about it. The Angels sweep the Dodgers last night at the Big A. What is going on? We'll have real Dodgers talk all afternoon long, sucker. Plus, we might talk about Matthew Stafford's back as the Rams get ready for preseason Game 2 on Saturday against the Chargers at SoFi. And the Lakers schedule is dropping officially today. I'm sure we'll mention that because, Andy hosts a Lakers podcast thingamajig on Locked On something. Anyway, let's get to it. The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland, with Andy Kamenetsky, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So with that said, let's get this show on the
There you go. There you go, Mom.
Donna.
Getting us started. So Andy Kamenetsky's in for John today. I'll tell you, I am in, would I say panic mode? Am I in panic mode? No, I'm
alert.
I'm
alert mode.
High alert.
Extremely deeply concerned mode.
Yeah.
Like, remember when they used to do like countrywide safety with the color code?
Yes.
Like we were on.
Oh yeah.
We
were on
orange level.
Yeah. What were those levels? There was orange. There was.
I think there was like a red. There was a yellow.
Right. We're not in the red zone.
We're not in the red zone.
Okay, but it's like it's
not DEFCON 1 yet.
No, it's not. But it's like maybe DEFCON 2 ish. No, Laura says no.
Listen,
I don't know how many DEFCONs there are. So
I don't know either. I'm on 1.
Is there like 5 or are there 10
I'm on
DEFCONs?
1.
I don't know.
I'm on 1.
You're on 1.
I'm on
You're
a
not
lower
concerned
tier.
at all.
No, that's concerning.
Okay.
Right, but not. Oh crap, we're not going to get anywhere. I think we're, things have to change, but I still have hope.
Brian, you watched the game last night.
Oh yeah, yes.
when that kid robbed Pajes of the home run, I was like, damn it. All right, now we got to now we need the bullpen to come through.
Wait, Brian, how concerned are you? Because you're the most chill.
Yeah, you are
we
super
have.
chill.
Right.
So if you are concerned, then
Humboldt
maybe I
State,
should
baby.
be more.
That's right. I will say, come back to me in October.
Oh,
see?
you want to wait till October?
Oh, yeah. Come back to me when the playoffs are done, and I'll let you know.
I'll let you know how I think they're going to do.
See, I'm not that chill.
No.
Okay, I'm looking right now, according to an AI overview, the level of colors goes from blue to green to yellow to orange to red, from least concern to high alert. The world is about to end.
I'm about somewhere between yellow and orange.
Okay.
Oh.
Yellow orangish.
They're adding more red to your yellow.
Yeah, correct.
They're adding more, but we're
red.
not fully orange.
The red
yet.
is bleeding into the yellow, so you're
you're
sort of a mix.
You're like a pale orange right now.
Yes,
but it's definitely not a yellow.
So I'll tell you what. The bullpen is just a mess. And what I don't understand, Andrew Friedman broke his own rule. He spent a whole bunch of money on bullpen guys. And you know what bullpen guys are?
Unreliable.
Unreliable. You can be pitching well in May and be a grease fire in October.
I wonder, it's funny, you and I were talking before the show about the moves that the Dodgers did not make compared to the rest of the contenders around the league. Most of them
like
were
the Padres.
Yeah, like the Padres, very aggressive.
Yep.
It's one of two things to me. Either Andrew Friedman truly believes internally that the solutions are going to emerge and it's going to be white-knuckling, but eventually it's going to be fine. Or they feel like internally, for whatever reasons we don't know, this just ain't the year.
No,
It's
that's
just,
not. No.
It's just not going to happen.
No.
I'm not saying that it's an acceptable reason.
They
I'm saying
pushed
it's one
$400 million into the middle of the table. There's no such thing as we're writing this year off.
Well, if you've already pushed $400 million in and you don't think it's working, what you may not want to do is push in the equivalent of $425.
How can you say it's not?
$450.
But how can you say it's not working?
You just said you're yellow and orange. It's clearly not working.
They're really, really good. They're just falling apart right now because of the bullpen. I would hang 100. No, I won't hang one. I will hang 75% of this on an ineffective bullpen.
Yeah.
And not having the right guys down there.
But here's the thing, though. Like, they've been in first place.
And Michael Conforto gets the other 25%.
This is what,
even though he didn't play last
got a lot of TV time, though, next
He
to Dave.
He definitely did.
Did you hear the conversation that was going on in the broadcast booth when they caught Dave Roberts and Conforto talking?
No.
They were pretty frank, like just the idea of they were imagining, and make it clear, they were imagining the conversation could be something on the along the lines of Dave Roberts saying to Conforto, look, I need you to help me because I'm putting you out here, and I got to wear it when you don't perform.
Mm-hmm.
And they noted, like, too, nobody has to wear it more than Conforto himself.
He's batting, he's 3 for his last 30.
But Conforto last night's like, you don't have Michael Conforto to kick around anymore. Don't blame me.
Yeah,
don't blame me.
Look at the Alex Call kid.
Somehow we will blame him.
Alex Call kid. It's Alex Freeland.
Shiny new kid doesn't look so
Don't
good
look
now,
at me.
does he?
Don't look at me. So here's Dave Roberts on why the Dodgers are where they are.
I think the thing that I appreciate about this club is there's no finger pointing, there's accountability, and I think that we do a good job of looking at ourselves and saying, hey, what can I do better? And we can all be better. So it's not a lack of care, and I talk about preparation all the time. So I know it's not complacency. I mean, our guys are playing their tails off, and it's going to turn. But I know Max said it yesterday, I've said it before, you can't feel sorry for yourself. And that's something that I don't expect from our guys. And we've got a big series coming up, and those guys are playing great baseball. It's going to be, crazy at Chavez Ravine, and our guys will be ready.
Here's Dave Roberts on second place.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're where we're at. We put ourselves in this spot. But, no, I wouldn't have expected us to be in second place right now.
Nope. Wouldn't me either. I believe I forecasted at one point. Brian, how many wins did you have?
118.
Yeah, and I was more conservative. I went 115.
Oh, wow. I think I had 105.
You had 105.
But think about this, though. Like, you were saying that how good this team is.
Yes.
How good they've been this year. And they have spent most of the year in first place.
Yep.
But all season long, when we've talked about the Dodgers, how often have we talked about them while projecting confidence in what's happening on the field? It's more like we don't understand how they're in first place, but they're managing to make it work.
Right.
As opposed to really feeling confident about the way they're playing. Like there has not been a lot of confidence in this team this year.
No. So I want to, coming up next, Mike Trudell is going to join us.
Yes.
He's already broken down the Lakers schedule, so we'll do
He's
that
fast.
I'm feeling a little sluggish today. You know what I need?
Oh, Lord.
A Pro Bowler energy.
Way ahead of you. Mine's already open.
I'm
You got to
scared.
try this. And by the way, it's going to be like I'm blasted out of a cannon today.
I know.
Trudell, Lakers schedule. Coming up next for you, the ESPN LA Fantasy Draft Party back at Hollywood Park Casino. It is coming up Thursday, August the 28th with Shadano and Cap live at 3 p.m. with the draft kicking off at 6. Sign up for the single-team waitlist now at ESPNLA.com. And thank you to Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, play. All right, get ready, LA. AARP Los Angeles and ESPN LA are teaming up to kick off the 2025 football season in a big way. We're giving away 2 lucky winners, a pair of tickets to the first professional football game of the season right here in LA. That's right. You and a guest could be in the stands, soaking in the energy, the action, the thrill of game day. No catch, no purchase necessary. Just a chance to win an unforgettable experience thanks to AARP Los Angeles. Here's how you enter. Head to aarp.org/Los Angeles and scroll down to the news section. You'll see it. I did this yesterday. That's aarp.org/Los Angeles. Scroll down to the news section, fill out the entry form. It is quick. It is easy. No purchase necessary. Got to be 18 or older. Legal U.S. resident to enter. Void where prohibited. Promotion runs through August the 22nd. For official rules and to enter, visit aarp.org/Los Angeles. Head over to the news section right now. This giveaway, administered by AARP. Don't miss your shot. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Hey, soccer fans! San Antonio Cardinale Wine is hooking up fans with 2 tickets, air and hotel, to the biggest match in USA this season. Don't wait. Head to soccerdreamticket.com and enter now. You can score your way from San Antonio Cardinale Wine.
You think you know football? Then prove it in the Circa Million Pro Football Challenge, kicking off from the greatest sports destination in the world, Circa Las Vegas. A guaranteed $6 million is up for grabs with a cool mill going to the winner. Come in last and you got $100,000 coming your way. It's $1,000 per entry, max 5 entries per person. Don't forget about Circa Survivor also, with $15 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter Nevada, play from anywhere. Learn more at circasports.com.
Slow drain, dips in water pressure? Call the experts at NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Get your stubborn drain working again with NextGen's expert drain clearing for just $88. Call 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. CSOB number 1011173.
All right, we got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square. Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. No application fee if you apply by September 3rd. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Man, look at that return of the old king, man. Oh, wow. Emotional.
King of the Hill is back.
They got a Bob's in the airport now. Oh, that's Boba.
World has changed, Dad.
Bobby wants to bring that new girl over for dinner.
The Vegas? What the hell am I supposed to feed her?
Can't we just put some grass in a bowl?
From Mike Judge and Greg Daniels.
Ready to make some memories, Dad?
Let's freaking go.
A Hulu original series, King of the Hill. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, Andy Kamenetsky's in for John today. Dodgers are in second. Did I hear that right? Dodgers are in second place.
Second place.
And the Lakers' schedule has officially been released. There is nobody that knows the Lakers' schedule. As soon as I realized today was the day, I'm like, we got to get Trudell on. He is the expert when it comes to explaining and talking about the Lakers' schedule.
Every season, Mike Trudell, I'm assuming it will happen again this season, he will release his schedule breakdown. It is indispensable for Laker fans.
And joining us right now is the indispensable Mike Trudell. Mike, what's up, man?
Well, Mace, I was just so excited to hear that you not only wanted to see me for crosstalk in a little bit, but needed to speak to me beforehand. That's where our relationship has really grown over the years. That twice a day is fine.
It's 2-a-days. You're right. It's that time of year, Mike.
Yeah.
So now you are the guy that analyzes the schedule better than anybody else. It is out now. I got a few questions. How many national TV games?
Well, all of them. Okay, so this never changes. The Lakers always have the max number of national TV games. I don't care if it's when they were doing the rebuilding a couple of years after Kobe, before LeBron. They still had the max. Everybody still wants to watch the Lakers, so that doesn't change. The only thing that changes is that with Amazon and with NBC coming in, they've actually increased the number of national exclusives. So it used to be 12 max, and then the rest of those national TV games you would have side by side. So we would still have the games on Spectrum with Billy and Stu, and then, whether it was TNT or ESPN. This year, that number goes up to 15, and so there won't be Spectrum for those 3 games, but you'll still have the pre and the post on Spectrum for the hour before and after. But that's the biggest change, guys, just even more national exclusives as I think, obviously Amazon and NBC negotiated some of that into their new contracts.
Right. One of the things, Mike, you always do a really good job tracking down is the miles for the Lakers and traveling, which matters a lot because they're a West Coast team. How is the travel looking this year in terms of the toll it could take on the team?
Andy, it's a good question. By the way, the schedule article will be out soon. It's all done. We're just kind of waiting to tweet it out, I think, until a couple of I's are dotted and such. But I do have the mileage. Let's see. It is 43,000 on the Delta Charter plane this season. It's been around there the last couple of years. I think last year it was 44,000. The team that travels the most in the West, which they never say, I'm assuming that it's Portland. Just some that for the flights like the Portland to Miami flight alone, I feel like is several thousand miles. They're 8,000 miles above what the Lakers are, and then the team that flies the fewest in the West is about 3,000 less than the Lakers, so like around 41,000. And you would assume that that's either Minnesota or New Orleans or one of the teams that's more centrally located.
One of the things I always look at right away is back-to-backs. Do the Lakers have a lot of back-to-backs this year?
They have 14, Mace, so that is up 1 from last year when it was 13. 2 years ago it was 15, so it's right in that general area. The weirdest thing that popped out about the schedule, and if you have a chance to go through it, there is basically an NFL-style bye week for the Lakers the third week in November, with the exception of one game.
Really?
So let me break this down further. So they play. There's a back-to-back on the 14th and the 15th, New Orleans and Milwaukee on the road. Then there's only one game in the next 7 days, and that's against Utah at home on the 18th. So they're off the 16th to 17th, and then off the 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd before playing at Utah. And I like that just as a way of, hey, there's 14 games. Let's go hard, get a bunch of wins, and then you're going to get this rest period, especially for a guy like LeBron in year 23, right? Nobody's ever played a 23rd season. So that's something I haven't seen before, guys. And Andy, I don't know if you remember, I've never seen a week where there's only one game in the middle of November.
Okay, you are correct. I don't recall anything like that before. B, this might be putting you in an unfair ask just because it may be something you wouldn't know, but I'm going to ask anyway. Do you think that this could be in some way an acknowledgement or even compensating a bit for LeBron's age? Just like the idea of we want to get somebody like LeBron through a whole season. We can't take it easy on him, but here's maybe a little bit of pocket of rest for him.
Yeah, I mean, my initial instinct would be no, Andy, just because it's got to be so hard just to make the schedule work for everybody with the arenas and the dates and the home and the away. And to me, like the thing that actually has tripped the schedule up a little bit in terms of how they want to plan it the last couple of years has really been the NBA Cup, because they have to leave those 4 dates in it's basically early December that are open, and once they figure out which teams advance to the quarterfinals, then they backfill whatever those other games are. So I think it could just be something like that, where since they had to keep those dates open, that they backfill in a different way. But that would be my best speculation.
I'm looking right now too, by the way, this week that we're talking about, the gap, it ends with them playing Utah at home, and then they're off for a week, and then they go to Utah. In theory, given how terrible we all think Utah is going to be, that could be a relatively easy game for the Lakers, maybe a game where LeBron, Luka, Austin, those guys play less as it is. So it starts feeling like maybe even functionally a longer break for them.
It's a fair way to look at it, Andy. Also, I would just say this. You can't look at almost any other team in the West as a potential off night. And even if you look at Utah that way, maybe that's the night that they play Markkanen in 37 minutes, right? And they get hot and they run and gun and everybody's loosey-goosey. But that's the other thing when you look through the entire schedule, Mace. It's not like, oh, here's an easy week, because even if you look at the teams at the bottom of the West of where we think they might be, a team like Portland, who didn't make the playoffs last year, well, they just got Drew Holiday in a trade. They've got all these young big wings like Denny Avdia and Tumani Kamara, and like there's just the talent and the level of the depth in the West is such that you can't look at any month of the season and think, oh yeah, the Lakers got a pass. Like you really have to bring it. And I thought that they did a good job of doing that last year under JJ Redick. And maybe the name that we should have mentioned from the start of this is it's always easier when you have a superstar in his prime, in the best shape of his life in Luka Doncic. So that should paper over some of those times where you look at the schedule and think, that could be a tough week, a tough month.
So I saved my most important question for last. This is one that has a direct impact on me, Mike, and that is road trips. Okay. Because when the Lakers go on a road trip,
when you coming to hang out,
I would love to. I would love to go on a road trip. We should work on that.
Mace, between me, Ireland, Michael, right, Billy Mack, any of us, I'm sure, are comfortable either making sure that we get the 2 queen beds instead of the king, or I don't think Michael would mind it a little over under. You know what I mean on the king bed. So like all of us are happy to make an arrangement for you.
But here's the thing: when the road trips determine when I've got Ireland on the show and when I don't have Ireland on the show. So what is the longest road trip of the year?
Okay, so January 19th to February 3rd. It is there's a caveat in this, but it's technically an 8-game, 15-day trip. However, the second game of that trip is at the Clippers. So in other words, like so we're going to Denver, coming back for 3 days, right? The 21st, 22nd, 23rd, then leaving for Dallas. So it really ends up being more like the 24th, which for Mason and Ireland terms, that's a weekend. So,
yes.
Okay, how about this? If the last week in January and like half of the first week in February be a little tougher for you to get John, but it is on the East Coast, so isn't it a little easier sometimes to get that the Mason Ireland show out of the way before the game starts?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. By the way, we do there are a lot of technical people here that make sure that we get John whenever we can possibly get John. So yeah, it doesn't mean he'll be gone all that time, but he'll definitely be gone some of that time. When will he get to go to Gus's in Memphis? I get so sick of him talking about Gus's
just go to
in
the
Memphis.
One in LA.
It's like, my God, there's one over there. And it's like, no, I got to get the pork chop at the Gus's.
Yeah, no. Well, no.
The pork chop is Minnesota.
That's fried chicken.
Oh,
Yeah,
fried
that's
chicken.
the fried
yeah, that's
chicken
right.
at Gus's.
I mix
how
up
soon you
these
forget.
restaurants he talks about endlessly.
No, that'll be October 31st, Mace. We'll be in Memphis, so get ready for like that last week in October. You'll be hearing about Gus's.
Very excited for that. Halloween and Gus's, they go together.
That's right.
All right, now you're on this afternoon.
Yep. I'll see you in a couple hours. Boys.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much for all the info, Mike. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Yeah,
All right, there is Mike Trudell and an overview of the Lakers' schedule. We'll let you know and retweet his article when he sends it out because he always does a great analysis of everything.
Great breakdown.
And we should mention the way the season starts is home to Golden State, then home to Minnesota, up at Sacramento, then home to Portland, and then they have a two-hop trip at Minnesota and at Memphis. So 2 home games at Sacramento, one of the easier outs in the Western Conference. Home to Portland, as Mike described, they're better this year, but still one of the easier outs in the Western Conference. So hopefully get off to a very, very good start. And there you have that. There you have that. Laura, any questions for you?
Do you disagree with Mace's assessment of hope they get off to a great start?
No, why would I?
Do you get tired of hearing about Gus's fried chicken?
No, because I want to try it.
What about the pork chop in Minnesota? You get tired of that one?
I'm a little
Just
tired
go
of
to
that.
the Gus's in L.A. Like there
is a Gus's.
There's
here.
a Gus's. I want
I
to say
heard
either.
it's not the same.
Oh,
it's good.
The guys say
the only
it's
thing
not
different
the same.
is the address.
The guys say it's not the same.
I'll say this one. There is one. It's kind of Koreatown-ish. I want to say it's either Vermont or Western or Crenshaw. Very, very good. And there's one either in Glendale or Burbank, also really good.
Oh, are they all Gus's?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're part of the original Gus's.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's a franchise, right? It is another Gus. It's just like the one in Memphis, the same menu and all that.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Raise your hand. I
raised
like
my
that.
hand.
Yes.
Okay, raise my hand.
Yes,
here.
Miss Romo.
Okay, so there's when I go to therapy down, I think it's like Fair
What
Oaks.
kind of therapy?
Physical therapy.
Physical therapy. Okay.
Yes, I haven't gone to that other therapy.
Okay.
Anyways, so going down Fair Oaks, there's a Gus. The Gus's or something. Is it the same one too?
I mean, I don't know.
I'd have to see it.
Yeah.
And where your therapy is, but
See where your therapy is.
No, just
exactly.
go down Fair Oaks.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
but
because I thought it was like only those two, but now you guys are telling me there's multiple.
I mean, it's not like McDonald's. There's not one like on every corner, but
corner.
there is more than one original Gus's. Like they have branched out.
But we'll let you know that Halloween, mark your calendars. We're going to talk about the fried chicken at Gus's in Memphis.
What are you dressing up this year as, Reese? You didn't dress up.
I didn't dress up last year.
Yeah,
no.
we wanted to do a show thing, and you
I can never
bailed.
get Ireland to do a dress up. Is Ireland here or is he away?
I don't know.
Halloween.
You should undercut.
Oh, they'll be in Memphis.
In Memphis,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh,
At
that's
Gus's.
right.
So we could all go in costume.
I was going to say you should undercut John's impending Gus's fried chicken conversation
Right.
by bringing in some Gus's into the studio, and then you're stealing his thunder at that point.
That's right. That's right. I wonder if this year he will travel with this thing called a fire stick.
That's what I was waiting for.
Did you know? Did you
Why
know?
doesn't he just use his fire
It's even
stick?
better than a sling box.
Yeah, it is. It is. By the way, going out to dinner tonight. No, we're talking about Gus's and fried chicken sounds going for steak tonight.
Where at?
Dear John's. Do you know Dear John's? It's in Culver City
It's been
area.
around forever.
This is the one that Sinatra used to hang out at. It's like a classic steakhouse.
Yeah.
I'm not paying, so I'm super excited about it because it's an expensive joint, and my agent is taking me out, so that's fantastic. And I'm getting the New York. I'm getting a really nice medium rare New York strip.
That is an old school spot. It has been around forever.
It really is. By the way, they got great chicken parm too.
Interesting.
Chicken parm, great at Slay's in Manhattan Beach, and great at Craig's in West Hollywood.
The place
We
where
went
people,
to, we went to
people like
Craig's.
Luca and Rob Pelinka go
Me
to
and,
be
me
seen.
and Ireland went to Craig's.
Did you see anyone?
Yes. You don't know this story?
No.
Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, wow.
It's John's dream girl. I shouldn't say girl. Or,
Woman.
Yeah, his dream
Woman. I don't know.
girl. Was there. And I said, go, I'll give you $100. Go talk to her.
He did
Wouldn't
it.
do it.
John turned down the $100
He turned down the standard $100
He says he will
bet.
never turn that down.
But he was with his wife, right?
And Lisa said, "You're not going."
I have a feeling Lisa is very unthreatened.
Don't embarrass me. All right,
I'm guessing Lisa would say, "Knock yourself out, John."
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming up next for you, going to spin the wheel of questions. Hey, listen up, soccer fans. San Antonio Cardinal Wine and ESPN LA want to send you and a guest to the final match of the season. It's the Soccer Dream Ticket. Enter for your chance to win now at soccerdreamticket.com. That's soccerdreamticket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. All right, after a crash, an accident, do not be fooled. The insurance companies aren't sending you thoughts and prayers. They're sending you lawyers, investigators, and adjusters. And their one job is to pay you as little as possible. So before you even leave the scene, they're building a case against you. That's why you need somebody just as aggressive, just as experienced, and fully on your side. Call Jacob. At the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie, we're not just protected. You're not just protected. You're backed up by nearly 30 years of experience going toe-to-toe with the biggest corporations and winning. Jacob does know the playbook. He's seen every tactic, and he doesn't blink. From day one, you get protection, you get guidance, you get power behind your name, and you don't pay a dime unless Jacob wins. So don't wait. Don't wonder. Don't give the other side a head start. Call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
And Jacob is the legal trusted partner of the LA Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC. And don't forget, you can follow Jacob on Instagram and on Facebook. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Saturday, the black and gold keep the road stretch rolling. The electric debut of their new global superstar.
Son Youngman will come in, the number 7 for LAFC for his first ever appearance for the black and gold.
LAFC invades New England for a battle with the Revolution. Pre-game coverage starts Saturday at 4 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Oh, the front flip from Denis as he celebrates with Son Youngman.
The new home of Sonny and the black and gold is ESPN Los Angeles.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Summer is flying by. Don't waste it running on empty. Whether you're beach-bound, working out, or just need a pick-me-up, Pro Bottle Energy delivers clean, crash-free energy packed with essential vitamins. No junk, and is NSF Sports certified. Just focus and fuel for your day. Fuel your summer with Pro Bottle Energy, the official energy drink of the Lakers. Grab all 5 flavors now on Amazon with free shipping for Prime members.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MBA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
That's a dumbass question. Huh?
It might be. You know what? I don't care if it is.
All right, Laura, what do you got?
All right, guys. So one of my favorite burgers, and I've talked about it a lot, is In-N-Out. But they were getting trolled by Habit Burger and Grill because for the second year in a row, they won the number 1 spot. And unfortunately, In-N-Out dropped to number 4. So they decided...
Number 4?
Number 4.
And this is a national thing or
It
an
is
LA thing?
USA Today's 10 best fast food burgers.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so I thought it was pretty clever of the Habit Burger and Grill to put in a big billboard close to the In-N-Out headquarters. And they said, they crossed out number 2 because they were number 2 last year.
Right.
And put a number 4. So I was like, oh, trolling's pretty on point, even though they're trolling something I love. But I was thinking, if Mason and Ireland had to taunt or troll a rival, what would you put on their billboard? So, what would you put on somebody that you don't like? What would you put on their billboard?
What would you put on Steve Hartman's billboard, Mace?
It would be like an FBI wanted sign. I think that would be it. Like one of those old-fashioned Old West ones with Steve Hartman's face on it.
Like the brown-looking ones, the
By
white
the way,
and
Steve
brown.
Hartman gets so much attention on this show. I like throwing his name out just because I think it's funny.
You do.
Yeah. So that would be it. Andy, if you had to troll, let's say you do Locked On Lakers. Let's say you had to troll the Locked On Rams guy.
Locked On Rams guy? Travis Rogers.
Travis Rogers.
Oh.
Exactly. If you had to troll Travis, what would you do?
Would I troll Travis?
Locked On,
I would
cross out Rams and say Locked On.
Lock on walking stories.
Locked On walking.
Locked on endless walking stories.
Yeah, it's good.
Locked on, we get it. You're walking. Enough.
Yes. By the way, I do not have, in the business, I don't have any personal rivalries other than Steve Hartman.
It's because you vanquished them all.
No, it's because I root for everybody. I root for everybody to do well, including the ones at 570 and all those guys over there. I like all those guys. They do a nice job.
Just not Hartman.
Just not Hartman. Just not Hartman. I wonder if he knows how much I talk about him on the show.
His ears are probably
We'll
ringing
never
all the
know.
time.
I have a feeling he does.
Yeah, he probably does.
His
Probably
ears
does.
are ringing.
By the way, there's a famous story like this. Jay Leno, when David Letterman's show premiered.
I know where you're going with
this,
I think.
When David Letterman's show premiered, it did well for a while, and then it fell behind Jay Leno, who was doing the Tonight Show. So in Times Square, there was a great big Jay Leno Tonight Show billboard. And the Letterman people put up a billboard behind it, and then it was Dave holding up 2 fingers like we're number 2. I thought it was genius.
He eventually went to one that was like number 3 because they had fallen down.
Exactly.
And he just kept leaning into it and just, in a weird way, like reverse trolling Leno for being number 1.
Now, do you watch the Letterman interview show?
I have occasionally, but not often.
I don't know. That's not really the Letterman I remember. I mean, the Letterman I remember is the one who was covered with Alka-Seltzer tablets and they dunked him in water, or the one that was covered in Velcro and they threw him against the wall.
You know what it is? I think he does a good job interviewing, but we live now in an era where there are so many different platforms that and it's not just Letterman. I feel this way with a lot because I find myself listening to fewer interviews now in general. It feels like everybody's doing interviews all the time now because everybody has an interview show.
Right.
Therefore, it just feels like none of these interviews are must listen.
Except
like if you miss
for the Culture Pop podcast, where right
obviously.
now you can listen to our show with Eric Roberts. Who has over 700 credits on IMDb. I don't know anybody's got more than that.
Did you ask him about Pope of Greenwich Village?
Yes, Pope of Greenwich Village, Runaway Train, Sister Julia, who I thought was like they had some sort of thing, a beef or something. No, they get along fine.
Well, they have had beef in the past. Like they've both acknowledged this. He has said that there were things he said about Julia early in her career that were unkind, and he wishes he could have taken them.
Yeah.
But he's a good actor.
And after all that said, the Dodgers are still in second place.
Mm-hmm. Second place.
God, wasn't the 4th of July great? We had a 9-game lead on San Diego, and we were running away with the division, and we were on pace for 100-plus wins and all of that.
Then Kike gets hurt.
And Kike, it sounds like he won't be back. Brewster Gratterall sounds like he won't be back. The Dodgers lose again last night. the bullpen is just terrible. It is just terrible. And I feel sympathy for Dave because he doesn't really have anybody to go to. I mean, Edgardo Enriquez last night, he, 2 weeks ago was in OKC.
Yeah.
And that's who he's got to turn to in a critical situation because he's got nobody else.
Dave has taken a lot of heat from fans, fairly, unfairly, whatever, for the way that he manages the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
But in this particular case, I think it is hard to criticize Dave. Like, he is trying to sort out all the lesser options that if everybody was healthy and performing up to what we expect, half these guys would not even be on the roster right now.
Right.
It's a tough thing for him.
So I want to just ask a simple question for Sports Graffiti today. What is wrong with the Dodgers, and what do they need to do differently going into the series with the Padres this weekend? By the way, the pitching matchups at Dodger Stadium this weekend. Michael King for the Padres versus Clayton Kershaw tomorrow night. Saturday is Blake Snell versus Dylan Cease. And Sunday is Tyler Glasnow versus our old friend, Yu Darvish.
Look, man, this is a big series. Like, this is a really, like, it's not going to necessarily make or break the Dodgers season, but it's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think they need some reassurance that they can regularly beat some of the best teams in the league, much less the team that they are currently behind right now in the division that they know loaded up to take them out.
I want to ask, throw out one more thing. I mentioned that the Dodgers would be the second wild card. If we froze everything today, the Dodgers would be the second wild card. Here's how the playoffs would go. It would be Padres versus Mets, Cubs versus Dodgers, and the winner of Cubs versus Dodgers would get Milwaukee, who the Dodgers are 0-6 against this year. Now, all that's just temporary. They're going to move around and stuff, but it is interesting to look at what the matchups would be. All right, 877-710-ESPN. A lot of Dodgers today. If you want to react to the Lakers' schedule, you heard from Mike a little bit earlier. Maybe you've looked at it yourself. That's fair game. Matthew Stafford, what is the story? How concerned are you? What are the odds he plays week one? All that stuff. 877-710-ESPN. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason in Ireland.
Now, is this Skinny Luther or Big Luther?
Skinny.
This was Skinny Luther,
Yeah,
right?
this isn't mid-range Luther?
Yeah, it's like mid-range.
Oh, mid-range. Two different Luthers. I didn't know there was two different
No, there was Skinny Luther and there was Big Luther.
Right, there was. It's like Luca. You know, there was Big Luca and Skinny Luca, and there was Big Luther, and then there was Skinny Luther.
Sedano and Cap weekdays at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind LA experience? Get a behind-the-scenes look at SoFi Stadium, LA's most iconic sports and entertainment venue. Step into the place where legends play and superstars perform, from concerts to kickoffs. This is where unforgettable moments are made. Explore VIP and premium spaces, walk through the team locker rooms, and take the field like the pros. Even try your shot at a field goal. It's more than a tour, it's your all-access pass. This is your chance to see SoFi Stadium like never before. Book your tour now at SoFiStadium.com.
Dealing with slow drains, dips in water pressure? Trust the experts at NextGen, the official AC heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Their expert technicians fix even the toughest of jobs. Get your stubborn drains working again with expert drain clearing for just $88. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with their 30-day guarantee. Call NextGen now at 833-3-NEXTGen or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, 30-day guarantee and $88 drain clearing requires accessible clean out and camera inspection.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at PlayHPC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Fantasy football fans, The ESPN LA Fantasy Football Draft Party is back at Hollywood Park Casino on Thursday, August 28th. Join Sedano and Cap live on site starting at 3 p.m. Then get ready to draft your squad when the draft party kicks off at 6 p.m. Enjoy a night of football, food, drinks, and fun. Want in? Reserve a league for you and 7 friends right now at ESPNLA.com. We'll reach out to confirm your full 8-player league. You'll compete for awesome prizes all season long. And it all starts at Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, play.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, on a day that we find the Dodgers in second place in the NL West, let's get your calls in for some Sports Graffiti, and let's start out with Jim. Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, man?
Hey, gentlemen, how are you?
Good.
It's been a painful 6 weeks watching the Dodgers slide. It was funny. A friend of mine in the fourth inning sent me a text saying, hey, you think we can keep this lead when they were up 5-2? And it dwindled to 5-4, and then it all gave up. It's just painful to watch. Maybe this is just what the Dodgers are. But I tell you, it's been difficult. And I think it's all on Friedman. It's not on Roberts. We don't have the people we need.
Yeah, it's a very. You know what? I think I am going to lay this at the feet of Andrew Friedman as well. He's got it just was released today. #1 farm system in baseball. Why did they not address the bullpen at the trade deadline?
Again, to me, it's one of two things. Either they really believe that at the end of the day, the injured guys, the players that we have that are starting to come back, they're going to round into form and they're going to be better than anybody they could have gotten on the market, or they just believe deep down that there are things going on with this team and it's just not going to be the year, and therefore we would rather not push in those type of chips and prospects this year.
Okay,
I like one or the other.
I like the former, not the latter.
Sure.
I don't think the latter's right. Let's go to Ryan. Ryan, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Yeah, hey, good afternoon, guys.
Good
Thanks for
afternoon.
taking my call. Thank you, Laura. I'm thinking with the Dodgers right now, I'm not pushing the panic button quite yet. I know it's been a pretty brutal last month or so. I think that they're starting to it just really depends on the health moving forward, I think. They're just trying to figure out what to do and mix and matching a bunch of stuff. And I think that consistency is going to be key going down the stretch. They need to just get people healthy and figure out the lineups. As long as Michael Conforto isn't in there whatsoever, I think we'll be okay.
He's getting beat up. He didn't even play last night.
Yeah, Ryan, let me ask you this question as a Dodger fan. Dodgers have a lead, a one-run lead late. Who do you want on the mound? Of the available guys.
I mean, obviously they've been going with Vesia lately. That hasn't been quite working out. I think maybe we do a Shohei closer kind of thing.
Yeah. You're not the only one suggesting that, and I don't know if particularly 1 year removed from his second Tommy John, pitching 3 times in 5 days or whatever that is necessarily the right thing for him.
I also wonder too how, from a logistical standpoint, with Shohei as a DH, how do you get him warmed up for a reliever role while still letting him get at bats?
Right.
I'm not even sure logistically you can do it that way.
No. Let's go to Nick. Nick, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Nick.
Hey, you guys doing? Hey, Mace, how you guys doing?
Good, man.
Just want to call on the Dodgers. I mean, it's frustrating. They've been injured, the whole team's practically been injured. So it's kind of hard to see what to make of them. They're not really consistent because they're also hurt. And the shade we're getting on from these Dodger haters, I don't like, particularly Kathy from yesterday's show on the Sedano show. I didn't like that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Padres fan, so, he's
allowed.
You be you.
I know. Yeah, I know. So I just think that hopefully, we'll turn the table. But, I'm with you, though, Mace. I mean, there's only so much Roberts can do because we're just, we're going what we have. I like the pitch. What was it? Hernandez from last night that threw like 103 miles an hour. I like what he did yesterday. So let's go ahead and just go ahead and ride this wave, and because it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I'm frustrated too, but I think they'll be fine. But let's just move things along because a lot of these other teams, they can't be that naive. They know at some point Doug's going to have to turn it around. But just to be positive and move forward, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
And good things should come.
All right, Nick is he's positive.
I've been taking a look right now ever since you posed the question of who you would want on the mound in the ninth tight game. The answer really may be Vesia, whether we like the answer or not. It probably is.
But the
Vesia.
problem is Vesia was low 90s the other night. He's gassed.
I didn't say it's a good answer. I said it might be the best answer.
Yeah, I mean, Brian, he would probably be the guy, right? If you have a one-run lead and you're going to the ninth, who do you want on the
He's been
mound?
most consistent lately, and I do love the energy he puts out. He's got that closer kind of,
He does.
fiery
He's got the
aspect
mentality,
to him.
yeah.
But I don't know if he's the guy, honestly.
Who else?
We
would
don't have
be
the guy.
there?
We do not have the guy.
Again,
That's
I
the
didn't say
best
it's
guy
a good
you got.
answer. I said it's the best answer.
Yeah. Let's go to Dave. Dave, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, man.
Good afternoon, fellas.
Good afternoon.
I was hoping I was hoping to call in yesterday when you guys were piling on the Conforto. So until he gets in the lineup, let's refer to him as Mike, not Michael. He needs to earn that Michael.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
right now he's Mike.
Yeah, he's Mike.
Okay. So yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So right now it's the pitching staff that get paid all this money. The bullpen staff. We got the horses. They just need to be coached up. Those two guys that came in last night, Justin Wabrowski, I believe his name is, the ump was squeezing him. His stuff was electric. He just needs to get coached up by the right people. Yeah, and then the other kid that came in the eighth inning, Eduardo, Henriquez.
Yeah, Eduardo Enriquez. Eduardo Enriquez.
His stuff is fast. Holy cow. His stuff is good. I think our future is good. We just need our coaching staff, pitching staff to lift these guys up, and we'll be fine. We've got 6 games coming up with San Diego, so we're okay. Not hitting the panic button just yet.
Okay.
But the coaching staff needs to step up.
All right, there you go. Dave says all is well, and it's on the coaches.
I don't know about that.
I don't agree. I don't agree. I think it is the fact that we're struggling to say who we would put in in the event of a one-run lead in the ninth says everything.
I mean, I imagine that all these different position coaches, Dave Roberts, they've all come up with play better.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I imagine that all of them have said to their players, do your job better.
Yes.
If it was that simple, we already would have landed on it.
Let's go to Alec. Alec, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Alec?
How you doing, guys?
All right, man.
Good.
So I got to go with – I heard you guys saying, like, you don't think it's a championship hangover, and I agree with that, except I think there's a championship hangover with Friedman. Like, if we don't win the World Series last year, I think we have a new bullpen right now. And also, the arrogance of keeping Mookie at short when this dude was sick at the start of the year, losing all this weight, and you're still going to keep him at short. Like, get a shortstop, get some bullpen help. Like,
Yeah.
it's not that.
Well, we're past the time where you can get that help. I also think, I mean, I've said all year long, our best right fielder is playing shortstop, and what a difference he would make out there.
I also don't think you can say that there was arrogance by Andrew Friedman at the deadline. Andrew Friedman brought in a bunch of relievers to start the season. It just hasn't worked out.
See, the reason you've suggested, maybe they know that they don't have this isn't the year. You know what? They are in the Mookie window. They are in the Shohei window. They are in the Freddie Freeman window. They got to be all in.
This theory of mine, at least one explanation. It's not an endorsement.
Right.
I'm just saying if you're looking for explanations, that could be one of them. They just don't feel like, for whatever reason, this is the year.
Let's go to Crystal. Crystal, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Crystal, how are you?
Hey, guys. First of all, I'm going to hit you with a, good afternoon.
I like it. I like it.
Good at that. Anyways, speaking of the sickos who like to watch, I'm a sicko who likes to listen, and I feel like I'm the sickest of all because I'm listening all the way from sunny, beautiful Southwest Florida. It's 18,272 degrees here, but listen, I want you guys to talk more football.
We are there. We're
football.
Next
Nothing
segment.
more important in the world, okay? I just need you to know the Saints are number one. We're going to the Super Bowl. We got that new defensive coordinator guy for the coach.
Yep.
I have no idea what I'm talking about, but it
That's
sounds
good. That's good.
and y'all are listening.
But you're a fan. Thank you, Crystal. Got lots of football coming
Look at
for
Crystal producing.
Yeah,
She actually, our next segment's going to be NFL.
Switch over to some football. By the way, the New Orleans kid, Tyler Shuck, apparently looked really good over the weekend. Kid from Louisville, who they took late in the first round. Louisville. Let's go to Mike. Mike, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how you guys doing?
All's good, man.
I think this whole thing is just a bunch of sissies whining about him not being in first place all year. I remember when the Reds with a big red machine and the Dodgers with a little blue bicycle. That was when they really had to play. They got the best team in baseball, and here you're whining because they have a hiccup.
Okay, let me ask you, Mike. Who do you want on the mound with a one-run lead in the ninth inning?
Try somebody different every night until something works. They got enough talent to win without a reliever.
All right. Mike says we're overreacting.
Gonna have to disagree with Mike on the whole. They got enough talent to win without a reliever.
Yeah.
And a closer.
Let's go to Harold. Harold, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Harold.
Hey, look, that was an embarrassing weekend. Aren't the Dodger fans embarrassed to losing to the lowly Halos?
Yeah.
6 times?
Yeah.
I mean, that says something about this team, guys. You know, I'm not a homer like a lot of the guys on the station. I'm just calling like it is. Dodgers, their bullpen is awful. They do not have a closer. And and Betts should be in right field, and they ought to put Rojas back to short.
Back to short, exactly.
Yes, that's it.
All right, Harold, you and I agree. We fixed it. That was easy.
That's simple.
Mookie to right. You put Miguel Rojas at short. And I like the last guy. Just try everybody one by one.
I'm with that, too.
Trying to nail down a
Doesn't it feel like that's what they've been doing anyway?
Yeah.
I feel like we've been through the trial and error portion of all this.
You know who I want to see, Brian? Who I think let's go with Jack Dreyer. Let's try Jack Dreyer as that closer. He's having a really good run.
It's going to be interesting to see when Sasaki comes back what they do with him, because I seriously doubt he will be in the playoff rotation.
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to get some starts, but I don't think he's going to be on the postseason roster. And he's not a guy you can bring out of the bullpen if that's what everybody's thinking.
What about, say, middle or like 6th or 7th inning? I'm not talking about closer. He definitely should not be closing. I think he's too inexperienced for that.
Yes.
But what about some type of either setup role, 7th inning, something like that?
I didn't think he was very good when he pitched. He's just not. He's young.
Still learning.
He's not ready. He's still learning.
Again, he's not going to be in the rotation. I'd be stunned. If
The guy I would bring up, call up Bobby Miller. Apparently he's had decent appearances out of the bullpen. I know it sounds desperate to call up Bobby Miller, but
it's only because it is.
He's had good appearances out of the bullpen in OKC, and to quote John Ireland, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Let's get one more in here. Let's go to let's go to our friend Jesse. Jesse, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Jesse.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What is the farm system for? We should call the Tulsa Drillers and bring up their best guy as well. And we're not just stockpiling guys for an unrealistic chance at Paul Skeens and Jackson Holiday, are we?
No. I think that at this point, you're absolutely right, Jesse. They've got the number one farm system in baseball, and it's great to have homegrown talent and all that stuff, but those guys serve a dual purpose. Not only are they potentially Dodgers down the line, they're pieces or assets that can get you other stuff, including a closer, which they could use right now.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness to Friedman and some of those guys when it comes to trading those prospects, I think it can be hard for them just because they know we are really good at finding very good players.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a chance that the guy that we are trading is not that far off from the dude that we're bringing in,
right?
But 6 or 7 years younger.
Sure.
Like that when you are really that good at finding young players, I think in some ways it can be a double-edged sword for the trade deadline where you're like, no, really, this guy we are giving up, he may be really close to contributing for us for like 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. I think Stephen Kwan would have made all the difference
Yeah.
I think that Mason Miller, who I actually thought they were going to wind up with, when all the closers came off the board, I'm like, oh, yeah, Mason Miller, he's going to be the guy. Ends up in San Diego. San Diego went out and did a bunch of stuff. And I'll tell you what happens. When your organization goes out and does a bunch of stuff at the trade deadline, it's a huge vote of confidence.
Absolutely.
It's like, we believe in you guys, and we're going to get you some help to be able to push this across the finish line. You get a jolt of confidence from that.
Last year, who gave the Dodgers their toughest series? Padres.
Padres, yeah.
Like, I think by a really wide margin.
Absolutely.
The Padres came the closest to knocking the Dodgers out. They've been really close the last couple years. They know they're, like, on the threshold of doing this. And I think from a psychological standpoint, if they knock the Dodgers back or even out in the playoffs, that's the kind of thing they need, is like tangible proof. No, really, we are this good.
Yeah.
We are good enough to win a World Series.
All right, let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti. Is sponsored by BetterHelp. If you are having any emotional issues right now, depression, anxiety, trouble at work, trouble at home, all that stuff, therapy can change your life. Go to BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout. Remember, mental health is health. Soccer fans, this one's for you. It's the Soccer Dream Ticket presented by San Antonio Cardinal. Your chance to win an unforgettable trip for two. We're talking 2 tickets to the final match, plus hotel, round-trip flights, all that stuff. Enter for your chance to win at SoccerDreamTicket.com. That's SoccerDreamTicket.com, brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. All right, coming up next for you, how concerned should we be about Matthew Stafford at this point? We've got some ESPN guys saying be very concerned. We'll do it next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Saturday.
Introducing Golden Hour, our new mango dragon fruit sparkling spring water. Arrowhead, straight from the West.
Is ESPN Los Angeles.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey, it's Cap. Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, no commissions, no open houses, and no costly repairs. With Seller's Advantage, we'll make you a fair, competitive cash offer with no surprises. Check out what one of the sellers had to say. Seller's Advantage was a lot easier, faster, and more rewarding than listing my house. I worried about getting a low offer, but theirs matched the value I was hoping for and much higher than their competitors. They gave me time to decide, and the process was friendly, fast, and anxiety-free. I highly recommend Seller's Advantage. Call Seller's Advantage today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. That's sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Pechanga Resort Casino has given away $1 million in August. Win your share of the $1 million in prizes by using your Pechanga Club card when you play your favorite slots or table games to earn entries. Then, be at Pechanga Resort Casino every Saturday in August to activate your entries for the weekly drawing. You could be one of the many winners of the $100,000 in cash, and thousands in easy play is also up for grabs. Must be present to win. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID to participate.
Hey, it's Mace. This year marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security, a cornerstone of financial security in America. For 9 decades, it has kept hundreds of millions of Americans out of poverty, given families across the country peace of mind and dignity in retirement. That's why AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you earned. Learn more at aarp.org/CA. That's aarp.org/CA. Paid for by AARP California.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, your Thursday. Andy sitting in for Johnny I. Don't forget, Tuesday, August 19th. That's this Tuesday at 5 p.m. Sedano, Cap, and myself have a very special announcement. The new football season on-air lineup for the fall. What will it mean? We'll tell you Tuesday at 5 p.m. right now. More of Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon on 710 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
I just had a monster spill.
No, that's what happened to my laptop and it went bye-bye.
Oh, man.
All over the laptop, all over me. Good God. But we're going to keep doing a show anyway. We're going to continue.
The show must go on.
I've got, herbal tea all over the place, including my laptop.
Right there.
I got to work without a laptop for the rest of the show.
Whoa.
So let me start with this. Oh, look, everybody's coming in. Thank you very much, guys. So
it takes a village.
Matthew Stafford has not practiced. Well, he threw the ball Saturday. And then he was supposed to practice Monday, and he couldn't go.
Nope.
So everybody around the Rams seems to be like, it's okay. We'll be all right. Matthew will be fine. I don't know. I have begun to get worried, and I was watching the Get Up this morning, as I often do. This is what Dominic Foxworth said. You'll hear Greenberg with the question, and then what Dominic Foxworth said about Stafford.
What if Matthew Stafford and his back are not ready to see the field week 1?
Oh, we're done. we're done out there. Like, Matthew Stafford has been playing incredibly well at times. Like, it's up and down, but he has that ability. And we saw them give the Eagles the toughest game that anyone gave the Eagles last year in the playoff run. It's a lot because of how good their young defense is, but Matt Stafford can make those type of incredible throws, and I think this offense is designed around his ability to do that with those receivers. And McVay went and got him because they wanted to build it around him. So without Matthew Stafford, we done out in L.A.
We done out in L.A. Done.
They're an entirely different team without Matthew Stafford. Like, I think Jimmy G is legitimately good enough to
He's better than everybody is thinking he is. That's what I would say.
He is a luxury as a backup quarterback. He's been a starter for many, many seasons. He's taken a team to the Super Bowl. If you're going to have to rely on a backup for a big chunk of a season, he's about as good as you can ask for.
Yes.
But it is a step down. There's no question about it. It's a step down from Stafford.
By the way, clean up aisle 3.
Wow.
Wilson has spilled a Trenta drink, a red Trenta drink everywhere.
Just about the entire drink.
Laura, Lucas, thank you. I'm a mess. So here is Marcus Spears talking about Matthew Stafford. Again, the issues that Stafford is having with his back.
Matthew Stafford is like in the offseason is very concerning for me, G. But what 68 throws, like Graj just said. What about after week 1?
Yeah.
How you going to feel when somebody hits you, when you've been throwing a lot, when you've had to move and step outside of the pocket? And I know they got medicine, and I know they got stuff that is very, very strong, but you're asking him, like, we can't practice in a controlled environment without getting hit, without having to move around, and you feel terrible the next day. Like, the maintenance thing kind of is flying out the window for me. And Foxy knows this as a football player. Neck and back are the two worst things that they can tell you as an injury in the NFL.
Neck and back.
The Rams keep messaging. This is something they were messaging to us when you and I did that training camp.
Yeah, that's
show.
right.
So this
It's
is
fine.
Yeah, they keep messaging that they are not concerned. Respectfully to them, I do not believe them. I do not believe them at all. Just because look at just the basic details.
Right.
Their 37-year-old quarterback, most important position on the field, has not been able to practice at all. I'm not saying that there wouldn't have been days he would have had off for practice.
Sure.
Whatever. He has not been able to practice at all.
Does it make a difference that McVay says or said if it were a real game today, he would play?
No. And the reason is because I believe them that they think if it was a real game, he could play. And Matt Stafford is tough. He does not miss games often. I think one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, 3 of the last 4 years, at least 15 games at quarterback for the Rams.
And I'm sure one of those games was whole team is off. We've already clinched our spot, yada, yada.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not the same thing as playing well. Just because he could play in week 1 doesn't mean he could play well. They need him to play well. If he is not physically capable of playing well, then for all intents and purposes, you don't have Matthew Stafford back.
Now, he's played through a lot over the years. And this back thing isn't new. He's had back stuff during his career. In fact, when he has missed games, it tends to be back stuff. So have you heard about the amortal chamber that he's using?
Yeah.
Now, that's a weird thing, isn't it?
That in and of itself.
By the way, the name is weird. Amortal.
Right.
AMMORTAL
I would
chamber.
feel much more confident if they called it immortal. Like, you go into this thing, you are immortal.
The immortal chamber,
Like,
yes.
amortal feels like you guys didn't workshop the name well enough.
So here are the features of the amortal chamber.
Okay.
Red and near infrared light therapy. PEF and PAMF, of course.
Yes.
Whatever those things are. Vibroacoustic sound therapy.
Obviously.
Molecular hydrogen inhalation. Guided breathwork and meditation. Oxygen ozone filtration. Zero gravity recline.
This sounds like something you do in Vegas. It doesn't sound like something you do to get better for NFL football.
Now, this is kind of like throwing everything in the kitchen sink at it, right? We got light, we got sound.
I'm waiting to hear about the ayahuasca.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
When's the ayahuasca for Stafford?
Now, these things, apparently, they sell for about $160,000. You can go try one at different locations, apparently, if you're really into becoming immortal.
Again, that you can go out as like a civilian and try one of these things doesn't make me feel like this is the step towards getting Matthew Stafford back, like something you could go to the Beverly Center and go do. That doesn't make me feel like Stafford's on the right track.
Yeah, I mean, I would try the immortal chamber.
I would too.
I mean, I could use some infrared PEMF or whatever the hell that
sounds
is.
nice, but I
Some
love Andy's point there.
hydrogen oxygenated. Yeah, it's true. You can't do it at some shop at the Beverly Center right now.
You know, here's the thing, too. I remember Andrew Whitworth, it was either last week or 2 weeks ago, he used the word frustrated to describe Stafford's state of mind, which also makes me feel like the Rams are not being forthcoming about their concern level, because if there's nothing to be concerned about, why would Stafford be frustrated? And this was like pre-epidermal.
Right.
What's there to be frustrated about if you're not concerned?
God, I hope this is nothing. Damn, this is so, Dodgers at second place. Matthew Stafford, we don't know for the opener.
I told you.
Our pens' heads are falling off.
And what is happening here? All right, coming up next for you, I watched a show that I hate last night.
You hate watching?
But I took something out of it that I think is interesting. And interestingly enough, it's about being immortal. I'll explain that coming up next. Plus, one ESPN analyst has me very worried about my hot take for the NFL this year. That's coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Don't miss Travis and DeMarco.
Live from L.A. Live. Back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
When was the last time you had a sloppy Joe?
Probably
like junior high or high school.
Yeah.
I made one last week. My wife loves them.
Did you really?
Yes, I'm a good sloppy Joe.
Do you use
scratch.
the Manwich or
Nope.
do you? Okay.
From scratch.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Manwich.
Manwich. That was the stuff out of the can.
That's the can.
Oh,
yeah.
like the,
Yeah.
Same stuff.
Like dog food kind of.
Yeah.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
On 710 ESPN.
Have you been impacted by the Southern California wildfires, like Eaton and Palisades or other related fires this year? You're not alone, and you don't have to recover alone. Join us for the Ashes to Answers, a wildfire expert panel event, August 21st and 23rd at the Westin Pasadena. The event is free and hosted by the Rise Relief Project. We support those impacted by the wildfires with supplies, resources, and emotional care. Get real answers about insurance claim recovery, rebuilding your home, and your real estate options. Learn how to speed up your recovery and find out if you qualify for a wildfire class action lawsuit. Our team of experts, legal advisors, and community partners will be there, offering resources, support, and critical aid. In times of crisis, you need more than hope. You need help you can count on. Rise California. Relief, intervention, support, empowerment. Call 800-484-RISE or log on to risereliefproject.com to RSVP. Register now and receive a free gift at check-in to the event, August 21st or 23rd. 800-484-RISE.
You think you know football? Then prove it in the Circa Million Pro Football Challenge, kicking off from the greatest sports destination in the world, Circa Las Vegas. A guaranteed $6 million is up for grabs with a cool mill going to the winner. Come in last and you got $100,000 coming your way. It's $1,000 per entry, max 5 entries per person. Don't forget about Circa Survivor also, with $15 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter Nevada, play from anywhere. Learn more at circasports.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. If you've been in an accident, people will give you all kinds of advice, like just take the first offer. You don't need a lawyer. But Jacob and Ronnie's got one simple message for you. Do it for you. It's on his new billboard over L.A. This isn't about anybody else's opinion. It's about your recovery, your medical bills, your future. Jacob and his team handle everything, from getting your car fixed to helping you find the right doctor to making sure the insurance companies take your case seriously. You deserve somebody who will fight for what's right, and Jacob does that every single time. When you call an attorney, you want one who is respected. Call Jacob. He's the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember, call Jacob.com. Jacob, proud partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. Empower.
Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads, race car bobbleheads, little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. And you know you can always watch the show on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. But Mason doesn't like when the social media team that runs the show on YouTube isn't paying attention in the back.
Tell those guys behind you to pay attention.
Yeah, tell them to pay attention. I mean, they're YouTubing us. Why are they not listening to the show, damn it? We're not even... Look, we're talking about listeners. We can't even carry their guys that are 2 rooms over.
I mean, I think they're supposed to pay attention. I think.
Are we not holding your attention?
Mason in Ireland continues right now on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Then put your little hand in mine.
right, this song came out on this date in
1965.
65? This song is that old? I remember when I was a kid in the 70s, Sonny and Cher had a talk show or variety show. Everybody had a variety show in the 70s. The amazing thing was they had the variety show. It was very popular, very successful. They got a divorce, and they continued with the variety show after the divorce. And I remember the first show after the divorce, I'm like, how are they going to be? Are they going to snark at each other? What's up?
We have recently learned that Hall & Oates apparently worked together for decades without getting along.
Well, let's face it. What has Oates ever done? Oates, I mean, it's Daryl Hall with Oates. Do you not agree with me?
In the grand scheme of things, you're correct.
So I vote for Daryl in the lawsuit.
So you're calling John Oates a mustachioed Garfunkel?
Yes. Mustachioed Garfunkel. That's exactly what he is. Exactly
and
what he is.
And now the song, by the way, I Got You, Babe, will always remind everyone of Groundhog Day.
Oh, that's
right. The alarm.
Exactly
that is absolutely right. Yeah. All right, so I'm watching Alien Earth last night. Anybody check it out, Alien Earth?
I have not seen
No.
it.
Are you interested in it, Brian?
I haven't even heard of this. I don't know what
Me
it is.
neither.
So the idea is, the movie Alien has those creatures with the teeth that come out and their blood is acid and all this stuff.
Right.
So the idea is a spaceship with that crashes on Earth with one of those. And then it's how the alien spreads and all that stuff. I got to be honest with you. I thought it was a bunch of gobbledygook. I'm not going to continue watching. I didn't even see an alien in the first one. I'm there for the aliens. They didn't even show me an alien.
Is this part of the Alien franchise?
Yes, it is.
So it's like the MCU, but with aliens.
Correct. And this one I'm going to skip. But I will say this. I discovered how people in the future, far in the future, are going to live forever.
How?
So they did a thing where they had
they go to the Immortal Machine?
Similar. So they have this thing where you take a body, like a synthetic body, like a robot body, an android body, and then you upload somebody's consciousness to it. So they live forever because it's a synthetic body. This is what I want.
So this is like the high-tech version of what we were always told happened with like Walt Disney's head.
Correct. Correct.
That's how Walt Disney
Basically
would stay around forever.
Basically, yeah. So anyway, that's the only thing I took from Alien Earth. I wouldn't watch it if I was you. People always say I like everything. I don't like everything. I didn't like Alien Earth.
I've never even heard of it until right now.
It's an FX show, right?
Sorry to our friends at FX and Hulu. They're fearless over there at FX.
And
they do great shows.
I love FX.
They do
FX
great shows.
may be my favorite channel. Like
Your favorite channel?
I love FX. They create a lot of shows that I like. My all-time favorite drama, I should say, is FX.
Yeah.
Shield.
Oh, The Shield. Yeah.
One of my all-time favorite comedies is Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh,
That's FX. They made a show created by a really good friend of mine, You're the Worst. They do the Fargo.
Yeah, Fargo.
They do a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Over there.
They do. But this one didn't work.
This one, no.
No, this one didn't work. So John Ireland and I have a major bet for this football season. Ooh. So John, he was a Raiders fan, then he was not a Raiders fan, then he was a Raiders fan again, and then he was not a Raiders fan, and now he's back as a Raiders fan.
Because of Pete Carroll?
If you're scoring at home, he is a Raiders fan now, despite bailing on them several times in the last 3 years.
Is it the Pete Carroll thing?
It is the Pete Carroll thing. So here's what, and by the way, I'm rooting for Pete Carroll. This is the first time I've ever really been interested in Raiders football, but I think that Pete Carroll is going to build a great foundation there. So I have high hopes for Pete and the Raiders. Now, John has made a wager with me. I'm a huge Caleb Williams fan.
Right.
I think Caleb Williams is going to take a quantum leap this year with Ben Johnson as his head coach.
I agree.
So the bet is he's got the Raiders. I've got the Bears. Who's going to get more wins? It's tough.
I would need to look at their schedules.
Yes.
I think the Raiders have, a better solid foundation. I think the Bears
Kansas
foundation
City
has
twice,
more, right?
Denver twice,
Well,
San Diego,
NFC
twice.
North is tough. I mean, assuming that J.J. McCarthy is ready to play even just competent
Right.
NFL football, NFC North is no joke either.
So I'm so confident it's Caleb Williams. This morning I'm looking at Dan Orlovsky, and I started to second-guess myself.
I don't think there's a player in the NFL under more pressure than Caleb Williams because of the structure of the team and the head coach and the past history that he's accomplished. So the other day I said it was going to take a couple years for Caleb to really get Ben Johnson's offense, and everyone was like, blah, blah, blah. It's going to take a couple years. That's just the reality of the demand intellectually and communication-wise. Now, that doesn't mean he's not going to have the opportunity to have success and have really good performances, but just so people truly get a grasp of what it takes to play under Ben Johnson's offense and a lot of offenses. Ben Johnson, would go to Jared Goff often in the huddle, give you 3 or 4 play calls. So you got to digest all that verbiage as the quarterback. Then you have to communicate that to the offense. Then you have to break the huddle, get to line of scrimmage, see the defense. What are they in? What does that tell me to do with all those play calls in my head? Then communicate to the offense what play call we're actually going to run, and then go execute it. That doesn't happen because you learn it on paper a little bit. It's hundreds and hundreds of reps.
So he's basically saying that what Ben Johnson has is so complicated that it's going to take Caleb Williams a couple of years to figure it out.
It may be true, but remember, you don't need him to master the system.
True.
You just need him to play well enough that the Bears win more games than the Raiders.
Correct. Yeah, that's what the Bears are focused on.
Yeah, you're not betting that Caleb Williams is going to win NFL MVP this year. You're just saying the Bears can be better than the Raiders.
So I will say that despite what Orlovsky said, I believe Caleb Williams will be the first quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards in a season in the history of the Chicago Bears.
Whoa.
Brian, why do you have that smirk on your? You're so smirky today.
That's just funny. You're just in love with Caleb. I don't know what it is.
I'm a USC fan and I'm a Caleb fan.
By the way, the Bears' schedule, according to ESPN and the scheduling ranks, considerably harder than the Raiders.
Ooh,
considerably harder. They according to ESPN, this was in July, so maybe they've shifted things a bit. They had the Bears as the 3rd most difficult strength of schedule.
See, I like that because they're going to face, real opponents. Caleb's going to get a chance to really face a tough schedule.
It's going to bring out the best in him.
You don't even believe it.
I do.
Sure you do.
So the Dodgers bullpen in the past 9 games, 32 and a third innings, 18 runs, 4.45 ERA. Last 5 losses have been charged to relievers. Haven't had a save since Ben Kasparius on August the 3rd. Blake Trinan loaded the bases in the 9th, and then Kasparius came in and got the 1 run. Or the 1 out. Dodgers 3-9 in their past 12 one-run decisions. Bullpen.
They clearly do not have the answers. Dave is just trying to pull rabbits out of a hat on any given game.
Yep.
And it's going to come down to who is available that day, who hasn't pitched a lot over the last week, but he is choosing from imperfect options. It's like that scene in Argo. Remember, is this the best bad idea that you have?
The best bad idea, yeah.
Right now, Dave is in this is the best bad idea that I have territory on a game-in, game-out basis.
Last night, the best bad idea, Enrique Hernandez.
And you know what? It looked like the best bad idea until it wasn't.
Hey, he throws, 100 miles an hour. He's got stuff.
No, it started out looking like a decent
idea. And by the way, they put him in a tough spot because there were 2 runners on. I don't put all the blame on him.
They did.
Robleski put 2 runners on with walks.
They did bring up, though, in the game, he got in the way of what would have likely been a double play.
When he lost the glove?
Yeah.
Yes.
The ball deflected off his glove, and Rojas was in a position to likely turn a double play.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that was his fault or like that he should have known stay out of the way.
Yeah.
Like he might have thought he just had a fieldable play, but that didn't help his own cause.
Did not help. And it also didn't help the Dodgers last night that the Angels stole that home run. Andy Pages, what's that kid's name? The fast kid for the Angels.
I don't know. They couldn't even pronounce it right on the broadcast either.
They were struggling with it on the show. Exactly. But yeah, stole. If that home run does not get stolen, Dodgers win last night.
Yeah.
So ifs and buts.
Candy and nuts.
What's the full expression? If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have Christmas something.
Christmas every day or something.
Something like that. Magic Johnson, happy birthday.
It is his birthday.
Let's write something very generic for him.
Like as if Magic was tweeting happy birthday to himself.
Happy birthday to at Magic Johnson. Hashtag Lakers. What about that? What about that? Hashtag Lakers.
Magic Johnson, it's his birthday today because he was born on this day.
Yeah, oh, there you go. Yes.
Magic Johnson played point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, no, it's all a bunch of very basic Wikipedia information about the person or the most basic summary of what happened in a game.
Lakers won tonight. Great performance from Austin Reeves. That's a typical Magic Johnson tweet.
Yes, it is.
All right, coming up next for you, let's do this.
He's 66.
Yeah, I know, 66. How about that? The wide receiver whose feelings were hurt when they started calling him a diva. And what are your realistic expectations for the USC Trojans this year? What does a successful season look like? We'll do that coming up. In the meantime, fantasy football fans, this is your moment. The ESPN LA Fantasy Draft Party back at Hollywood Park Casino Thursday, August 28th with Shadano and Cap live at 3. The draft kicking off at 6. Reserve your League of 8 now at ESPNLA.com or join the single-team wait list if you don't have a full league. Prizes all season long. Thank you to Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, play. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about my car. I love my car. I drive a Hyundai Elantra. So I connected with the Southern California Hyundai dealers a couple of years ago, and great guys, terrific guys. And I said, look, if I'm going to work with you, I want to drive everything. I want to get a feel for all of your SUVs, your EVs, and your cars. So I drove everything. I drove the all-electric Ioniq 5, which is like, it's so incredible technology inside out. It's like driving a spaceship, ultra-fast charging, range up to 318 miles, amazing. Maybe you want a stylish sedan like the Sonata. Maybe you want to go SUV like the Tucson, the Santa Fe, the Palisade. Don't wait. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealers today. It's a great day for a new Hyundai at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event going on right now. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Saturday, the black and gold keep the road stretch rolling after the electric debut of their new global superstar.
Son Youngman will come in, the number 7 for LAFC for his first ever appearance for the black and gold.
LAFC invades New England for a battle with the Revolution. Pre-game coverage starts Saturday at 4 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Oh, the front flip from Denis as he celebrates with Son Youngman.
The new home of Sonny and the black and gold is ESPN Los Angeles. This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Mace here. These days it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, and screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp. HELP.com/timeout.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at PlayHPC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland, your Thursday. Andy sitting in for Johnny I. Don't forget, Tuesday, August 19th. That's this Tuesday at 5 p.m. Sedano, Cap, and myself have a very special announcement. The new football season on-air lineup for the fall. What will it mean? We'll tell you Tuesday at 5 p.m. right now. More of Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon on 710 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Let's see, on this date in 2015,
about the movie.
Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah,
Our friend O'Shea Jackson made his big screen debut. And
Where's
his
O'Shea coming in?
We should get him in.
Yeah, we should.
I'll check with him. Maybe. What about tomorrow? Want to do
I'm
tomorrow?
down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
tomorrow.
reach out to Shay. I'm for that. Be an effing Friday. Okay, so I came across this interesting fact, and this is. Do they say like apropos of nothing? It means, just random. So, Green Eggs and Ham,
Dr. Seuss,
was published this week in 1960. Get this. How many words do you think are in Dr. Seuss Green Eggs and Ham?
From cover to cover?
Cover to cover.
280.
50.
Wow.
And the letters...
because they're not different words. They're all the same. Yes, that's what it is. Okay.
And the letters J, P, Q, V, and Z do not appear anywhere in the book.
Well, that makes sense. It's a repeating of the same words over.
Ham,
I
damn.
do not like them
damn.
in a blank. Damn. I do not like them in a blank. I do not like them, Sam, I am.
Exactly. So anyway, that's what I call apropos of nothing. All right, so USC, we were there last week, and we talked to Lincoln Riley, and we talked to Danton Lynn, talked to Jaden Mayava, who's the starting quarterback this year, talked to Kamari Ramsey, going to be a leader on that defense. And I came away from that thinking, what is a realistic expectation for the 2025 USC season? Now, you went to USC, so you're totally qualified for this. And plus, you talked to Lincoln Riley and all those guys last week. I have got them going 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9-3.
9-3.
Yeah.
I'll say this: 9-3 feels to me like the baseline for getting everybody off Lincoln Riley's back.
Yes, I agree.
And
holding next year's recruiting class together.
Yep, holding next year's recruiting class together, getting a more positive attitude, I think, from the fan base about Lincoln Riley, because honestly speaking, it has gone backwards since they hired him, and he has not looked like the same coach ever since Caleb Williams has been gone.
Well, I will say that part of the issue has been they really haven't now officially they've gotten NIL together. They didn't have NIL together. So they were competing with teams like Oregon and Ohio State that were spending in excess of $20 million, and they weren't playing with the same set of chips.
They weren't, but at the same time, though, I think they're going to need to perform at a certain level before you start seeing people really invest that NIL money. Because the truth is, it's not a great investment. When you don't know if the guy that you're investing in to give the NIL money is going to stick around.
Right.
Like, if I had that kind of FU money that I could do NIL boosting, contribution, stuff like that, I'd be really careful about it. Because you could be giving a player money for 1 year.
Well, except you're giving it to a collective.
Sure, I know. But
so you don't know what player it's going to necessarily. It's going to everybody, right?
Well, I only know the players that we focus on, the biggest names. Like, we focus on the NIL money, even if you're just raising it in a lump sum, because you want to try to have the most available for these big names. And these big name guys could be at your school for 1 year and then leave.
But here's the thing. I think they've got NIL together because they got the #1 recruiting class in America next year.
I hope so. They
do.
No.
As of this moment.
I know that they have the #1 recruiting class for next year. I mean, I hope that they have the NIL piece of this locked down. It probably helps, too, that they have a GM.
Right.
And now Lincoln Riley, to whatever degree he was hands-on with that piece of it, he doesn't need to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. He can focus on the football part. So I'm looking at the schedule. 2 weeks from Saturday is the opener. I'm really excited. I know it's Missouri State, but I'm excited to go. It's football. That should be the slogan for the first week of the season. It's football. Missouri State is the opener. That's obviously a win. Georgia Southern at the Coliseum. That's definitely a win. At Purdue, I'm going to chalk that up as a win. Michigan State at home. Tough game. I'm going to call that a win. At Illinois, I'm calling that a loss. Illinois is very, very good. I think that's their first loss. Michigan, the whole season could hinge on Michigan. But I'm going to chalk them up as a win right now.
Well, this, by the way, too, when you said that Illinois, Michigan, Notre Dame, this is where, at least for the time being, they start playing the actual ranked teams.
That's a really tough run. Michigan State, Illinois, Michigan, Notre Dame.
Yeah, you're talking 3 of those 4 teams are currently ranked top 15 or higher.
So I'm going to give them a win, Michigan. I'm going to give them a loss, Notre Dame. I'm going to give them a win at Nebraska, win Northwestern, win Iowa, loss at Oregon, and UCLA a win. That makes them 9-3.
9-3.
I would call that a successful season. I mean, you obviously want to be in the playoff and all that stuff, but I think they're going to miss it by one Notre Dame loss.
Okay, this circles back to the conversation we had with Lincoln Riley about playing Notre Dame and the pros and cons and that potential third loss. But where I would say it could be a successful season is if you are correct in pegging the losses. None of them are teams that they are absolutely supposed to win.
True. They are all tough games.
Now, you could argue that USC might be able to do it.
Yep.
And that you think that they are capable of winning those games, but that's not the same thing as you're supposed to win them. None of those losses that you predicted right now you are supposed to win those games.
Correct. They will be underdogs in those games.
I mean, those are
think even Illinois is a top 15 team right now.
They are currently, I'm looking right now at USC's schedule on College Reference. They are currently 12, Illinois.
Illinois is 12.
Notre Dame, you had that as a loss, also on the road. First of all, you had all 3 of their losses on the road.
Correct.
All to ranked teams. Illinois is currently at 7. Illinois is currently at 12. Notre Dame at 6. Oregon at 7. So those are all credible losses.
Oh, yeah.
On the road.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, and Michigan State, you know, I'm chalking them up as wins, but those are tough. Particularly Michigan, I think, is a really tough opponent. And but you know what I'm excited for? I mean, I grew up in the Midwest, right? So I've been here 35 years, but I grew up in Ohio. So I was right between Ohio State and Michigan. And the world shut down when Ohio State and Michigan played. But to me, it's really incredible to think that I get to see those ugly damn helmets of Michigan at the Coliseum. Now, people go both ways on the helmets. I say they're ugly damn helmets. What do you think, Brian?
Ugly.
Or Andy? You think ugly? Brian?
Not the biggest fan.
Laura?
They're hideous.
Okay, there you go. So welcome, Michigan, and your helmets. But the idea, like last year I saw Penn State at the Coliseum. I'm like, God, I'm seeing Penn State here.
Well, I mean, USC, Michigan through bowls is a classic matchup.
Yes, it is.
Like, and for that matter, USC and Penn State is a matchup with some history.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. In fact, that Rose Bowl, the Penn State USC Rose Bowl was incredible. That was a great game.
It is crazy to say this, but it's true. For all of the coaching turmoil, the last USC Rose Bowl victory, Clay Helton.
It's true.
For all of the flack that Clay Helton has taken over the years, he is the last coach to deliver USC a Rose Bowl.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
By the way, when I say Clay Helton, what's the first thing you say? There's like a reflex.
Nicest guy.
Nicest guy.
He
is really the nicest guy.
He may be the nicest coach. Like, he's on the short list. Like him, Mike Brown. Mike
Brown's a great
nice
guy. Yeah.
Clay Helton, I think, is honestly too nice for his own good in this industry. Like, I think he is in an industry where he cares about the well-being of his players, probably too much for his own good.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be cutthroat.
So I did something around that Rose Bowl, the Penn State USC Rose Bowl, where somehow I got Clay's tickets to give away. And I don't understand the circuit, but somehow I did get Clay Helton's personal tickets to the Rose Bowl, and we gave them away on the show. So the winners showed up at the box office at will call and said, yeah, I've got these tickets, and they had no record of it. And so they called the athletic or somebody in the athletic department, and they got to Clay Helton. And Clay Helton called this winner and said, "Don't worry, I've got this worked out. I'm going to make sure you get these tickets." And I'm like, here he is 2 hours before the Rose Bowl, calling this lady who won and making sure she's got her tickets. That's why you say nicest guy in the world.
He's incredibly nice. I was on the field. I was doing some work for the station during that game. I was actually standing right by the end zone on that winning drive. So I saw it like 15 feet from me. It was
an
awesome.
exciting game. Such an exciting game. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some fast track. We got Laura's got stuff. Brian's got stuff. Andy's in for John, 710 ESPN.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Coming up today at 3 p.m.
I must opine on Luka / LeBron / other stuff.
I mean, listen, LeBron, no one should be more worried about LeBron retiring than you. I don't know what you would talk about if LeBron ever retired. Like you would start finding his social media posts about anything.
Look at this face.
What? LeBron? He doesn't like steak, he eats pork on Wednesdays? What?
That's not kosher. What's he doing?
Yeah, what? LeBron eats his eats carrots, doesn't eat broccoli? What are we talking about here?
Man, they're too crunchy. Carrots. Does he dip them in hummus or not? What kind of hummus?
Exactly.
Original classic, or are we talking pine nut here? You feel me? We talking roasted red pepper hummus here?
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
It's never too early for football or holiday shopping. Hello, Ma? Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Get an Apple HomePod, home theater projector, turntable, or cash when you earn 3,000 slot points on your rewards card Fridays.
Number 2.
Berlin, live August 22nd. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
Flamingo Fridays. Crush the heat with cold cocktails, cool beats, and the lazy river at SoCal's best nighttime pool party.
Morongo, good times.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Pick me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, who we got going first here?
I got this one.
All right, Laura, take it away.
All right, guys. So this I found very interesting. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will be in a record-setting event spanning in 3 countries. It's going to host 16 cities featuring 48 teams, 104 games, and they're looking for volunteers. Now, you won't get paid.
Yep.
They won't pay for your travel, but they will give you some food. You will not be reimbursed for lodging either. So my thing is, would you guys even consider going and volunteering for this? You have to dish out your own money. You're not going to get paid. The only thing they're doing is, you're going to be there. You're going to be a part of it. They're going to give you volunteer uniforms and have training and exclusive recognition for being a volunteer for FIFA.
I would not do it myself, but let me say, from my experience at the Olympics, one of the coolest things is all the volunteers. Helpful. They know the country, the city. They know where everything is. The Olympics would come to a screeching halt. Without them, nobody would really know where to go. So I think it is really cool, and you should think about this for the Olympics, too, to volunteer for the World Cup or to volunteer for the Olympics. I guess you're an ambassador for the city when you do it.
Why don't you just get paid even like minimum?
Because, they're not doing it. I mean, I don't know the reason why, but they're not.
Right.
You could think about this. I want to make it clear. I wouldn't think about it this way. I wouldn't do it. You could think about it, though, as essentially what you would spend on a vacation. Like, this is your vacation experience.
Yep.
You go on a vacation. You are paying for flight. You are paying for lodging. You're paying for a lot of other stuff. In this particular case, your vacation is
work.
Well, it's work, but it's a very specific type of work and experience. You're paying for the experience.
And by the way, we want people to have a good time when they're in LA, whether it's for the World Cup or whether it's for the Olympics. And if you're a volunteer, you're an ambassador for the city. I think it's a really cool gig, and anybody that does it should be very proud of it.
I agree in the sense that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and if you can afford to do all the things and take the time off. But I just feel like where I'm at in my life, I'm like, I got bills to pay, bro. Like,
sure,
I can't do it.
I mean, you're not in the category where you can jump in, but there are lots of people that can.
I mean,
that makes sense.
It's going to be, I would suspect, difficult to find people at the sweet spot of they can afford to do it, but would also be willing to do it essentially unpaid out of their own pocket.
Right.
I think that's going to be a tough sweet spot to land on. But again, you want to treat it like a vacation expense. You're probably spending as much as you would to go overseas and do whatever.
And they need a lot of volunteers. I think I saw
do.
this number. Do you know the number, Laura?
It's
in the thousands.
65,000.
65,000
across the United States, Mexico, and Canada.
Yeah, so not necessarily all in Los Angeles.
No. This is in 3 countries.
Yeah. Look, if you can afford it, it's a really cool thing, and people appreciate it. People that attend the events from around the world, and you really become an ambassador for the city. I think it's a super cool thing if you can afford to do it.
Fast Track.
All right, before I get to my Major League Baseball story here, some news out of Little League World Series. I was watching this North Carolina game. Pitcher went 4 innings with a no-hitter, had about 7-8 strikeouts in a row. Ended up not getting it, but earlier in today, Team Japan actually threw the 9th no-hitter in Little League World Series history.
In history, only 9.
Only
wow.
9, yeah.
Was it one pitcher or collective?
One pitcher.
One
Yes.
pitcher.
We need to get Brian
it
on
was
this.
how do you say, mercy rule, so I think it only went 5 innings, so it wasn't the full 6, because it's a 10-run rule.
The Dodgers have already signed this pitcher.
Right.
Yeah, no, he's closing tonight.
Anybody shot, like that caller said.
Him.
Yeah.
Right.
Brian, you should be our official correspondent
You
for the Little
should.
League World Series.
I mean, I think I watch enough of it on
You
my
do.
own time. It's just, I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, I know
just
you
think
do.
it's-
I know you
I
do.
think it's slightly interesting, but also very funny. I don't know what it is.
Funny?
I think it's funny.
What's funny about it?
I don't know. Just watch the kids, you know?
You're watching,
He gets a-
watching 12-year-olds. Yeah.
He literally, like, if you guys notice when you guys are doing your own thing, I mean, obviously I'm paying attention. It's part of my job. But seeing Brian do the commentary for the World Series Little League, it's hilarious.
Can you bet on the Little
I don't
League
think
World
you
Series?
can, and I'll just leave it there, because if you can, that's bad. I don't know.
I can promise you, you can find a bet somewhere. If you're willing to look, there is somebody putting down action or giving you action on
Like,
Little League World Series.
Did somebody score on Prize Picks when that kid threw the no-hitter?
I hope not.
I think you got to go to either the black market or the dark web.
Right.
But
overseas.
you can find it.
Those bookies with the notebook and stuff.
Yeah, you can find it.
Yeah, and if you do, I'd say put a little on Team Japan with a championship coming out here throwing no hitters.
Reading a headline: betting on kids' sports, Little League World Series wagering rising in popularity.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
All right, so I don't think you should do that. That shouldn't be allowed.
What's
in my
our
opinion.
American team? Who's our team?
Hawaii?
Hawaii?
There's 8. So
Okay.
you get each district. There's Hawaii represents the West.
The West.
Yes.
Okay, I'm taking Hawaii.
I haven't seen
What
them
are the
yet
odds
here.
on Hawaii? Do
I
you know
don't
what
know.
the odds on are Hawaii?
I will say, watching a few of their regional games, they weren't the best offensive teams. I'll say that.
Does it get into any kind of moral ambiguity if you put down mythical money on Hawaii?
I don't know that it's necessarily odds for Hawaii in the Little League World Series.
They make you feel dirty even with mythical money.
Yeah, well, if I'm going to make the bet, I want to make sure there are odds.
We got a text from Beto, too.
What'd Beto say?
Beto's probably got a 6-game parlay.
He
with
said,
the
hell
Little League
yeah,
World
you
Series.
can bet lines when they get to Williamsport. Yep.
Hawaii looks like one of the favorites.
They got some good pitching. Pitching and defense is how they got there, is what I've been listening to. So,
pitching and defense.
All you need
All
is
right.
one pitcher, and they can carry you through the whole tournament.
More than the Dodgers have
Yeah,
right now.
I'm going to come up with the mythical money bet next.
Okay.
I got to figure out what plus 175.
All right, the MLB story here, though, is the Brewers won 12 straight games here. And the interesting story out of Wisconsin is apparently the diner chain George Webb has had this promotion since the 1940s. The Brewers win 12 in a row, free hamburgers for the whole state.
For the whole
For the
state?
whole
Wow.
state. So they're doing this next week. I think it's next Wednesday. They're giving out burgers all day. So it's happened 3 times, 1987, 2018, and now here, after they got the 12th win yesterday. Is this a crazy promotion? To me, I think of the semi-pro movie, Corn Dogs for Everybody. When they score over 100, he tries sabotaging his own team. Would you line up for the free burgers for the whole state?
So, isn't it? What do we get when the Dodgers strike out 10?
Jumbo Jack, but you still have to have a purchase too. This completely free.
Completely free. I'd take part. A free burger? And you don't have another purchase that you've got to make,
No,
right?
not for this. So there's no stipulation. You get in line, they give you a voucher for the Brewers 12 wins.
It's good. I like that.
That is a dangerous game to play in a state like Wisconsin. A lot of red meat eaters in Wisconsin. They're going to end up giving out a lot of burgers if that comes through.
So I will tell you a story, a similar promotion. There was a company, I noticed they went out of business. It's called HD Buttercup. It's over at in Culver City.
Oh, yeah.
By Helms Bakery.
Yeah.
I think they closed. But he did a promotion. The guy did a promotion in 2006. And he said, come buy whatever you want. And if UCLA upsets USC, and remember, this was a game where USC had a chance to go to the national championship. They were great. UCLA was terrible. He said, buy all your stuff, and if UCLA wins, it's free. So anybody that bought stuff got all their furniture and stuff totally free because
that's
UCLA
amazing.
UCLA upset USC 13-9.
Is that why they went out of business?
No, because they lasted until just recently. I'm pretty sure I drove by a sign that said, somebody look it up. I don't want to close HD Buttercup on my watch.
It might have put them in the red at the
Correct.
very least.
No, somebody who's driving there, they're like, well, cross that out, my man.
You just closed
Head over
it.
Forget it. I'm going to living spaces. All right.
Fast track. All right, guys. I had brought this up, and we were talking about how Uno debuted in Las Vegas. So they recently just had a pop-up on August 6th, and I'm super bummed I missed it, for an Uno social club here in Los Angeles. It was a one-night event in the Atwater Village. But I wanted to know if you guys can do a themed night for a game that you love, but think about a game that you played when you were little, like a board game or something like that. What would you do? What would that game be? What would that theme night be?
I really like Giant Jenga. Now, I'm a big giant Jenga player. When there is a giant Jenga, I always jump in there and play. It would be Giant Jenga Club. That would be the official thing. And you have those big Jengas all over the place. I'm for that.
You're for that one.
Giant Jenga Club.
I love Jenga. I'm trying to think about a
Have
game.
you ever seen the giant Jenga?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the giant Jenga.
There's
so
one in
much
my
fun.
apartment complex, and trying to see people do it when they're drunk because they're in the community room, it's the funniest thing ever.
Now, thinking about this specifically for games when I was a kid, because I don't think Jenga existed.
I don't think
when I
Jenga was a
kid.
thing.
I'd probably go Hungry Hungry Hippos. That game was so
Oh.
much fun. I used to love to play that game when I was little.
Did you guys have the Operation one
Yeah.
when like you would touch the thing and it wouldn't?
Yeah, we played Operation. Yeah, that was one of
Operation.
the
I
games.
sucked at that. My mom's like, "You're never gonna be a surgeon," because every time it would be like. I was like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm not there."
You were not there, yeah.
Yeah,
So
no.
yeah, and by the way, all you do at this club is play Uno,
No, it was a pop up. It was like they had drinks and like theme.
and everybody
themed-
played Uno.
Yeah, it was like an Uno.
When's the last time you played Uno?
Last weekend.
Is it making a comeback?
I love Uno.
Oh, backgammon
Some would
club.
say it never went away.
Backgammon club would be fun.
Like, honestly, Uno, I always say, like, you want some little drama when you're playing a card game, get yourself an Uno deck and let's go.
But isn't it just luck?
No, I think you need some skill.
Is there Uno skills?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
No, there are
You
people
guys
who
don't
consider
agree?
them- I have only played Uno recently, like maybe 5 years ago when my daughter was little, and I was really just trying to teach her how to play the game. I wasn't thinking about strategy.
See, I am the person, like because, collectively we're okay with the rules if you guys all, like, we don't follow the official rules. We stack. So, like, if you get a +4 and I have a +4, we drop it. But supposedly Uno's like, you can't do that. So sometimes people have to pick up, like, 8 cards or more than 8 cards because we just keep stacking.
It sounds super controversial.
By the way,
Listen, when you're drunk or high,
Beto
trust.
just texted
Uno throwdown.
Beto
Yeah.
just texted me a graphic from HD Buttercup that reads, "Going out of business sale, closure never looked this good, and the O's are actually the eyeball emojis."
Oh, okay,
that's
good.
hilarious.
So I was right about
up to
HD Buttercup.
75% off.
So there you go. Head in, skip
HD
living spaces,
Buttercup.
and go to see HD
Tell 'em
Buttercup
Mace
for the
sent you.
going out of business sale. Yeah, tell him Mace sent you.
Want another one here?
Yeah, do one more.
All right, so a couple weeks back, there was a few Ravens that, wanted to learn how to swim. So they called up the Baltimore Ravens fan, Michael Phelps.
This is cool.
He actually showed up yesterday and was in the pool with them, teaching them how to swim. There's some cool video out there kind of teaching them how to float first, that kind of stuff. And it got me thinking, if you can learn one skill from one person, top of whatever they're doing at, what would you choose and who would it be?
Okay. I would choose Laura, and I would learn Spanish.
oh, gracias.
De nada.
Yeah, we're already learning.
See?
I think Beto probably is better, but I'll take it.
No, Beto would be excellent also, an excellent tutor. Andy, what about you?
I would want to learn how to really cook from like a world-class chef.
Oh, that's great.
I think that would be really
Yeah,
awesome.
that
Like,
is cool.
Maybe I would want to go to like Stuart Copeland, the former drummer of the Police, and get back drumming again because I grew up playing drums, but I'm so far out of practice.
Right.
I feel like it would take too long before I would really have these lessons pay off. I cook enough that I feel like I've got a foundation right now.
Yeah. No, you always come in with like you cook for
a lot.
yourself.
I
right?
cook a lot. I cook for the whole family. I
Your
like
whole
to
meal
cook.
prep look always great.
I like to cook. I enjoy it.
I did cook in 97, 98, something like that. I did cook.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, exactly.
I'll look
By the way, you know what's interesting about that story, too, is that 54% of Americans have no swimming skills.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
I know. Like, when my daughter was little, we made a rule with her. Like, she needed to find some activity that was active. Like, we didn't care what it was. For a little while, it was gymnastics when she was younger. Then it became volleyball. But we were like, you have to do something active, and swim lessons do not count. Because we were like, swim lessons are a life necessity.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this could quite literally save your life. You need to take the swim lessons and do something active. Like, swimming was separate.
Yeah.
See, swimming humbles you really quick, and I've talked about this. I always felt like I was a decent swimmer because we had swimming pools when I was little. I did swimming in the gym. Then you go to the ocean, and when I went to Cancun and they threw us in the middle of the ocean, and I was like, I could swim. I don't need the little floaty. Nah, man, that's a...
Who threw you in the middle of the ocean in
No,
Cancun?
I mean, not like really thrown. You go through like you go with like a tour guide or whatever in Cozumel.
Okay.
So they, you're in the middle of the ocean and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I got this. And I was dying.
Yeah,
I was literally dying.
I'm against ocean. I'm anti-ocean.
You've never done it?
I used to go in the ocean, and then I saw those drone shots with all those sharks right by the surfers. I'm like, hell with that. Those drone shots are scary to me.
So I think it's crazy when like Pete Arbogast was talking about body surfing
Yeah,
out there.
body surfing.
That's pretty insane.
That is. Okay, I am going to take. Okay, Josh Tanaka plays for Hawaii. I will take. What do you want to set an over/under on hits for Josh Tanaka?
I like that.
Let me just ask you this, because I've been trying to figure it out. If a team is plus 175, that means they're blank to 1.
1.7 to 1.
1 point. So round it off to 2.
Yeah, I believe
2
that's
to 1.
what it is.
2 to 1 odds. Give me $5,000 mythical dollars on Team Hawaii to win the Little League World Series.
Degeneracy!
I will say Beto sent the odds through. They do have the best odds to win.
Do they?
Come out of the
I
United
sent
States.
it to you. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. So I maybe bet on the favorite. 2 to 1. I'll take it. Anybody else? Any action? You want to do some prop bets?
Not on kids, man. It feels dirty.
It
feels so dirty.
That, like, prop bets on individual performances of kids, that's when you need to go home and, like, take a shower. Like, you were going to feel
I think
horrible.
Josh Tanaka is going to have a great series. Logan Brokaw, too, and Shane Bunag is going to be excellent.
I like how Mason's like, I don't care. Give me $5K on the kids.
Exactly.
I'm picturing Mace at home screaming at Josh Tanaka at his TV.
Come on, Josh.
Get it
What the hell's the
together.
matter with you?
All right, coming up next for you, let me see. There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to do. How about this? I came across this, and I think it's interesting. Would your 12-year-old self be happy with how your life has turned out? One NFL quarterback has talked about that, and we'll do it next. Plus, the Dodgers bullpen sucks. What are they going to do? That's the B story there. We're going to circle back to the Dodgers because right now, if we have a one-run lead against San Diego on Friday night at Chavez Ravine, who the hell do you put on the mound? Ain't no clear answer.
No.
And some of this, it's not Dave's fault. It's
No.
like, I got nobody to go to.
Look, if Dave was making bad lineup choices with all the players in front of him,
right,
that's on Dave. These are all options that we complain about just them being options.
Right.
So you can't yell at Dave for picking the wrong bad option. Like, that is in a lot of ways just a crapshoot.
True. All right, all that stuff's coming up next for you. Andy's in for John. Hey, this is an ad by BetterHelp. So these days, there are lots of things you can try to deal with your mental health issues. Like people are doing turn off your screens, no computer, no phone. People are doing like a gratitude journal, really good thing to do. Maybe a cold plunge or cryo. All that stuff can contribute to your mental health. But you know what really changes everything is therapy. So I went through a terrible stretch 20 years ago, and I found a therapist, and I have been with him ever since, and he has made a difference in my life every single week. So with over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. They've served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 7 million client reviews. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of experience. Our listeners right now, here's a chance to try therapy. Get 10% off their first month of therapy at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Have you been impacted by the Southern California wildfires, like Eaton and Palisades or other related fires this year? You're not alone, and you don't have to recover alone. Join us for the Ashes to Answers, a wildfire expert panel event, August 21st and 23rd at the Westin Pasadena. The event is free and hosted by the Rise Relief Project. We support those impacted by the wildfires with supplies, resources, and emotional care. Get real answers about insurance claim recovery, rebuilding your home, and your real estate options. Learn how to speed up your recovery and find out if you qualify for a wildfire class action lawsuit. Our team of experts, legal advisors, and community partners will be there, offering resources, support, and critical aid. In times of crisis, you need more than hope. You need help you can count on. Rise California. Relief, intervention, support, empowerment. Call 800-484-RISE or log on to risereliefproject.com to RSVP. Register now and receive a free gift at check-in to the event, August 21st or 23rd. 800-484-RISE.
You think you know football? Then prove it in the Circa Million Pro Football Challenge, kicking off from the greatest sports destination in the world, Circa Las Vegas. A guaranteed $6 million is up for grabs with a cool mill going to the winner. Come in last and you got $100,000 coming your way. It's $1,000 per entry, max 5 entries per person. Don't forget about Circa Survivor also, with $15 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter Nevada, play from anywhere, learn more at circasports.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Fast Track. And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, listen up, soccer fans. San Antonio Cardinal Wine and ESPN LA want to send you and a guest to the final match of the season. It's the Soccer Dream Ticket. Enter for your chance to win now at SoccerDreamTicket.com. That's SoccerDreamTicket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. All right, so I want to do something we don't normally do. I'm going to take some calls.
Ooh.
Yeah. I want to talk to Dodger fans specifically. Dodgers have fallen to second place. We've talked a lot about their bullpen issues, which are real, and they have no established closer. Blake Trinan's not right. Alex Vesia, fastball in the low 90s. Who do you go to in a save situation?
Not back.
Kopech's not back.
Gratterall is not going to be available.
Tanner Scott, not back. I mean, they really don't have any good options. So 877-710-ESPN. What's wrong with the Dodgers? Who would you put in a game to protect a one-run lead Friday night against the Padres? And what does this series mean for the Dodgers this weekend? And, in fact, these next 6 games in 10 days against San Diego, because they're super excited about it. They are ramped up, those Padre fans.
They should be.
Yeah, they should be.
I mean, look, they are moving closer, at least for the time being, to the thing that they want. And they're doing it at the expense, at least so far, of the team that they have not been able to get over the hump against.
So we'll get some calls, 877-710-ESPN. I wanted to throw this in there. Josh Allen was asked, and I always think it's an interesting question, what would your 12-year-old self think of your life? Now, Josh Allen, obviously, his 12-year-old self is thrilled. He says, I got to marry the woman of my dreams, my best friend. I get to play football for a living. That's my favorite thing to do. In the off-season, I get to hang out with my family and golf a little bit. So, yeah, not too bad.
He's married to Haley Steinfeld?
Haley
right?
Steinfeld, yeah,
the actress. She's great in Sinners.
Oh, she is great in Sinners.
Really
yeah.
good in that movie.
That's a great movie.
That's an amazing movie.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. My 12-year-old self would think what I was doing is bizarre because I, at that age, was not a basketball fan at all. Like, my primary thing is the Lakers and the NBA. St. Louis is not a basketball city.
Right.
I did not grow up watching any basketball at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my 12-year-old self would think it was strange that I was in this industry at all.
Yeah. My 12-year-old self would say, yeah, this is what I expected.
Well, your 12-year-old self was setting out to do this.
Right. My 15-year-old self was on the radio. Right. So I only waited 3 years to do what it was. Now, I got to say, life is beyond my wildest dreams. Just beyond my wildest dreams.
My 12-year-old self would find it strange that I was doing this. Yeah. Without question.
All right, let's 877-710-ESPN. What's wrong with the Dodgers? Let's start out with Nurse Ray in Northridge. Nurse Ray, you're on 710. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? I love you much. I have to say that, unfortunately, most of this is due to injuries, but I have to make an absolutely pertinent point.
Okay.
I am going to lose my mind if I see them go to the 10th inning with the ghost runner on second base one more time, and they do not bunt the runner to third and then bunt him home. This idea of playing big ball, long ball, no matter what the situation, is driving me insane.
Okay, but Nurse Ray, doesn't it matter? You're not going to ask anybody in the top 3 or the top 4 if you include Will Smith to bunt.
Yes, Will Smith shouldn't bunt. If you're batting above 300, you probably shouldn't bunt.
Right.
If you're batting close to 250, you definitely should.
Let me add something to this.
Yeah.
People always bring up the idea of bunting over. Bunting's really hard. It's real, like just asking guys to bunt.
Especially when nobody really does it anymore.
Asking guys to just bunt on cue, that is essentially giving up an at-bat. They don't know what they're doing.
Nurse Ray wants some small ball.
Look, I don't mind small ball. I'm just saying you have to do it right in ways that players are comfortable
And
with.
I don't think that's necessarily the issue either.
No.
It's not small ball, big ball, whatever it is. It's
pitching. Yeah.
And it's not the rotation. The rotation has been really good.
For the most part, yeah.
It's
For the
a
most
friggin'
part, it's
bullpen.
been good.
And what happened was Andrew Friedman decided for the first time, I'm going to spend a whole bunch of money on relievers during the offseason so I don't have to trade prospects for relievers at the deadline. And here we are. He didn't trade prospects at the deadline, and now we got nobody to pick up a save tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium.
He either has incredible confidence in what they have coming back internally.
Yep.
Like that he just believes that once you get Kopech back and Gratterall back, or not Gratterall, he's out, but these guys who are supposed to be there back, that ultimately that will be better than anyone they were traded for, or he just didn't want to do it this year.
Yeah, exactly. I just think this weekend should wake everybody up. Now, if we get a 1-run lead and we go to the 9th, I'm going to start, even though he's not been very good, with Blake Treinen.
I do think a series with the Padres can, in a lot of ways, refocus this team.
Yeah.
And maybe bring the best out of them in terms of just super heightened focus. They're going up against a team that can directly hurt their ability with the playoffs. But I don't think the issue is actually like lack of urgency or complacency.
Right.
Like it's underperformance. But it's not underperformance that feels like it's rooted in indifference.
No, it's really in terms of personnel.
Yeah, they're not playing well, and they don't have the right pieces. It's not like they're just complacent and, just let us get to the playoffs. It feels like they're trying.
Yeah. Since you're here, I want to do some Lakers.
Sure.
And the Lakers' schedule was released today. We had Mike Trudell on earlier, and Mike is coming up. He'll continue to break down the schedule. But my question is, do you think they're done, or is there something left to do? Tell me next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Don't miss Travis and DeMarco.
Live from LA Live. Back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
When it comes with having to use your feet as the main way to do a thing,
yeah? Okay.
I can't surf. I can't ride a skateboard. I can't do a stand-up paddleboard. I can't play soccer. I can't do anything
Related to feet?
with feet.
Would you be the goalie?
That's part of feet. You got to move.
Yeah, but then I'd have to try, and I'm not really, not really into trying.
I did.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
On 710 ESPN.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at playhbc. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, commissions, open houses, or costly repairs. They'll give you a fair cash offer with no surprises. One seller said, and I quote, "Seller's Advantage was faster, easier, and more rewarding than listing my house. The offer matched my expectations, and the process was stress-free." Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Get ready, LA. AARP Los Angeles and ESPN LA teaming up to kick off the 2025 football season in style. We're giving away a pair of tickets for 2 lucky winners for the first professional football game of the season right here in LA. No purchase necessary. Got to be 18 or older and a legal U.S. resident to enter. Void where prohibited. Promotion runs August 4th through August 22nd. Visit aarp.org/Los Angeles. This giveaway administered by AARP. Enter now.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
You've probably heard of speed dating, but what if there was something similar for hiring, especially if you're running a growing business? There is Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You can post your job today and talk to interested qualified candidates tomorrow. Simply select a time and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you'd like to connect with and meet great people through back-to-back video calls starting as soon as the next day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court, just like I'm the king of the
Andy Kamenetsky's in for John today. We are gearing up for a big series at Dodger Stadium this weekend versus the division-leading Padres.
Oh, that's rough.
So weird. So weird. All right, so Lakers' schedule has come out today. We know a few things. They will have 14 back-to-backs, which is down from last year. They have got a long road trip in January
into the beginning part of February. Although one of those road trip games is the Clippers.
Correct.
So it starts out at Denver. Then you go back to L.A., then you go on the road for Dallas, Chicago, Cleveland, Washington, New York, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
New York and Brooklyn, by the way, at least there's no travel there.
Yeah, right. Right, so you don't have to get on a plane. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough stretch. They open the season, by the way, with Golden State. That is the home opener for the Lakers. They play Minnesota next. And Minnesota, obviously, that's a crypto, and this is a rematch of last year in the playoffs. They've got Sacramento away and then Portland at home. So the first 2 games are home, then Sacramento, and then Portland is a home game.
There's an interesting stretch early in the season. I mean, look, if you're in the West, there's no such thing as an easy schedule, and it's hard to find long stretches that are relatively easy because even the worst teams in the West, most of them are solid.
Yep.
But I think this stretch where you go at Memphis, I think is kind of a question mark
Gus's
what they're going to be.
Gus's fried chicken alert.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to beat Ireland at his own game.
Oh,
you're going
yes.
to bring Gus's from Pico and Crenshaw in studio.
Exactly right.
Steal his thunder. But at Memphis, then host Miami, at Portland, San Antonio, at Atlanta, at Charlotte, at OKC. That's obviously hard. At New Orleans, at Milwaukee. Like, that is and then Utah and Utah. That is a relatively winnable stretch.
Yeah.
Like, there are only a few games that you look at those and go, are like at OKC. That is going to be legitimately hard. You know, other games like at Portland, I think Portland will be better this year, but the Lakers should be better than them. At Milwaukee, Giannis is always a challenge, but Milwaukee took a step backwards. Like, Atlanta will be better this year, but I don't think they're better than the Lakers. And Atlanta in particular, in Atlanta, that's a Lakers home game.
So, and I get this question a lot. And yesterday there was like LeBron James stuff floating. I'm really over the LeBron James stuff, I'll be honest.
Was there more passive-aggressive
No,
posting?
it was like somebody said, Stephen A. said he should go to Cleveland. And there's no way. I mean, I've tried to explain this, but they're in the second apron. They can't aggregate salaries. It's not possible.
It is technically possible.
If you did it straight up for Donovan Mitchell, it would work.
Or if Cleveland,
but why would Cleveland do that?
Or if Cleveland managed to offload a few other guys to different teams. But like
to get under the second apron.
It's extremely
not
difficult.
happening. Do you think they're done? Is this the roster?
I think they are done for now because I don't think that there's anybody, at least that you hear is out there, that would be worth, say, the Lakers, including a first-round pick. Like, they only have one that they can trade at the moment.
Yep.
I have not heard about anybody, or at least just looking around the league, who could maybe move. I haven't heard about anybody that seems like they could be gettable now that would be worth the first.
Yeah.
If you're not including the first, I don't know who they'd be trading that wouldn't be just sort of a lateral move.
So there's some speculation out there that Giannis hasn't fully made up his mind yet.
Right.
And could pop into the market.
Sure.
I don't think the Lakers can make that deal.
Not
They
now.
can't make it right now.
I mean, could they make it? Sure.
I'm sure there's some way.
Look, could you stack enough salaries together and then throw the first in there? Sure. Do I think it's a package that Milwaukee would accept? No.
Do I think we have the best package? No.
God, no.
No. Other teams but I've heard, do you think Giannis will pop onto the market?
I think here's the thing. I think he could, but even if he does, the idea, let's say Giannis says, I want out and my first choice is the Lakers.
Yep.
If I'm the Bucks, I will send Giannis somewhere good. Like, I'm not going to send him somewhere where he can't win. I feel like they owe that to Giannis.
Sure.
I am not just going to automatically send Giannis to his first choice just to do right by Giannis, because at that point for the Bucks, they have to do a massive ground-up rebuild.
Huge rehaul.
They have to do what's best for them. And in the meantime, if I'm another team that isn't on Giannis's list, but I think we're one Giannis away from winning it all, I'll trade for him anyway.
Yeah, right.
He's under contract for 2 more years.
Yeah.
Like, the worst thing that happens, I miss out on the ability to lock up Giannis from 33 to 36. Okay.
And by the way, this is speculative.
Sure.
Yeah, just speculating because I've seen it out there. It's been bouncing around. Your game today.
I do have.
And you told me the game is locked.
It is locked.
What does that even mean?
It means that I had pre-written all of it before the show.
Well, I hope so.
I am not at. Well, look, let's be honest.
You've written games during the show?
I'm not going to say I have, but I will say that
Ramona has.
I didn't want to name names.
She's out there listening. Hi, Momo.
Hey, Momo. I have seen many people write their games over the course of 3 hours.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think you've done this.
I've definitely never done it.
Really?
Never written a game during the show. It's the first thing I do. I always have Sunday prep. I have Sunday prep, and I sort of lay out the week. That includes writing game.
I've done shows with you where you have forgotten that it was your game.
I always say, whose game is it when it's my game?
Well, because you look panicky.
Yeah, I'm not.
But no, I had the game locked, and I decided I'm not editing anything. I'm not adjusting anything. Okay. The game is locked.
Excellent. So we need a player, I think, from...
We might get Trudell if he's in here.
Oh, yeah, get Trudell. He'd be good. We're going to play Game of Games coming up next for you. I want to remind you that fantasy football fans have got this great opportunity to join the ESPN LA Fantasy Draft Party at Hollywood Park Casino. It's Thursday, August the 28th, with Shadano and Cap live at 3 p.m. and the draft kicking off at 6. Reserve your league of 8 now at ESPNLA.com or join the single-team wait list if you don't have a full league. Prizes all season long. Thank you to Hollywood Park Casino. Park Party Play. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Beat the heat this summer with NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. If your AC breaks down, don't hesitate. Call NextGen now and enjoy expert installation on any new system. For a limited time, combat SoCal's air quality and reduce dust in your home with a free no-ozone air purifier included with any new AC system install. Call 833-3NEXTGEN or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, lifetime warranty on selected items.
Saturday, the Black and Gold keep the road stretch rolling after the electric debut of their new global superstar.
Son Youngman will come in, the number 7 for LAFC for his first ever appearance for the Black and Gold.
LAFC invades New England for a battle with the Revolution. Pre-game coverage starts Saturday at 4 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Oh, the front flip from Denis as he celebrates with Son Youngman.
The new home of Sonny and the Black and Gold
is ESPN Los Angeles.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
You think you know football? Then prove it in the Circa Million Pro Football Challenge, kicking off from the greatest sports destination in the world, Circa Las Vegas. A guaranteed $6 million is up for grabs with a cool mill going to the winner. Come in last and you got $100,000 coming your way. It's $1,000 per entry, max 5 entries per person. Don't forget about Circa Survivor also, with $15 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter Nevada, play from anywhere. Learn more at circasports.com.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia, puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. You're lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said, but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and we are joined by the guy who wrote the ultimate Lakers schedule release analysis, Mike Trudell. Welcome.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been on Mason and Ireland twice in one day.
I think this is a first.
What a highlight
This
for
is
me.
a first. Yeah, no, it's a highlight for us.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, whose game? It's Andy's game,
It's Andy's game. Andy has the game locked. It's going to be Trudell, me, Brian, and Laura. And Andy, can you keep score?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
It is, we talked before, it's Magic's 66th birthday.
Yes.
It is also Steve Martin's 80th birthday.
Steve Martin.
Comedy legend, still relevant
Genius.
with Only Murders in the Building.
Yep.
One of the most popular shows out there. So in honor of the birthday boy, we're going to do some Steve Martin trivia.
Steve Martin trivia, all right.
Here we go.
Wow.
So first question. Steve Martin was raised in Southern California, but born in Texas. Which city? Laredo, Waco, or El Paso? Laredo, Waco, or El Paso? Steve Martin's birthplace, Mace.
Laredo.
Trudell.
I'm going to go Waco.
PC.
Like Waco.
And Laura.
What was the one they didn't say?
They
Laredo.
did not take El Paso, I think, or Laredo.
Sure, I'll take El Paso.
Well, he should have gone with the crowd. Waco
Waco
is
was
the
the answer,
correct
yeah.
answer. So BC and Trudell on the board. As
Feels
mentioned earlier, Steve Martin raised in SoCal. As a teenager, he worked at a famous SoCal theme park. Which one? Magic Mountain, Six Flags, or Disney World? Magic Mountain, Six Flags. Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disneyland. Magic Mountain, Six Flags, or Disneyland. Steve Martin worked there as a teenager. Trudell goes first.
Well, Mace, should we read into the fact that he said Disney World?
No,
and
I
therefore
genuinely,
not being.
I genuinely
read
mixed
into it
up.
a little
I'm reading
bit.
into
Genuinely
it.
mixed
I'm
it
reading it, and I'm going to go Magic Mountain.
Okay, all right.
Was there Six Flags?
There was a Six Flags.
Six Flags.
Okay, Laura.
Disneyland, right?
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Yes.
Magic Mountain.
Laura's on the board, and I was being honest. It was a genuine mistake. I don't know which is which. He also worked at Knott's Berry Farm. And during both these times, he honed a lot of skills, including improv, banjo playing, juggling, lassoing.
Wow.
These
Great
are all
job
things he
throwing
learned.
me and Mason off there.
No, it was
that was
genuine. I was being
that
honest.
was trickery.
Steve Martin graduated from Garden Grove High School. What was he voted by his classmates for senior superlative? Most outgoing, most likely to succeed, or most talented? Outgoing, likely to succeed, or talented? Steve Martin was voted by his peers. As a senior, BC goes first.
Outgoing.
Laura.
Talented.
Mace.
Talented.
Trudell.
I like outgoing.
You should have liked talented.
Yeah. By the way, he is the opposite of outgoing.
Yes.
He's a very
Mellow.
mellow and quiet guy.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So the score is now Laura in the lead with 2, and then everyone else with 1 apiece. Mace, you are, as we know, great friends with actor and Mandy's voiceover god, Bryan Cranston.
Yes, yeah.
As it turns out, Steve Martin once dated the daughter of a real-life person that Cranston portrayed on screen. Which character was it? Steve Martin dated the daughter of this person that Cranston once played on screen.
Okay.
Blacklisted screenwriter Dalton Trumbo from the movie Trumbo, CIA op Jack O'Connell from Argo, or Colonel William Mortimus from the movie Red Tails. Dalton Trumbo, Jack O'Connell, or William Mortimus, the daughter of which Steve Martin once dated. Laura goes first.
Whatever the last one was.
Mortimus.
Yep.
Mortimus.
O'Connell.
Trumbo.
Trumbo is correct.
Damn.
Steve Martin once dated the daughter of Dalton Trumbo, who I believe Bryan Cranston got nominated for an Oscar.
He did get nominated.
Very
Yeah, it's a
good.
great performance.
Steve Martin has named this movie the favorite of his that he starred in. Which movie is it? Parenthood, The Jerk, or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Parenthood, The Jerk, or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Steve Martin has named this his favorite movie of his own. Mace goes first.
I'll try The Jerk.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
The Jerk.
Laura.
I'll go with Parenthood.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh.
It is. Fantastic
It's
movie.
an amazing
Him and
movie.
John
So
Candy.
good.
It's great.
I just don't know if I've seen that.
How about those Mets?
It's a really... Those
You've
aren't-
never seen Planes, Train?
You know, I don't
During the
think so.
holidays, you should watch it.
Those
It's a
aren't
great holiday
pillows.
movie.
I'm going to put this on the list.
Those aren't pillows.
It's really good.
This way, when Ireland and Michael try to make fun of me on the bus, I'll have another one in my ledger.
It's a fun
Yeah,
movie.
it is a really fun movie.
The Jerk may not be Steve Martin's favorite of his, but it had a big admirer in Stanley Kubrick,
Oh, yeah.
who enjoyed the film so much that he considered casting Steve Martin way against type for which Kubrick film? The Jack Nicholson role in The Shining,
Ooh.
the drill sergeant role in Full Metal
Oh.
Jacket, or the Tom Cruise role in Eyes Wide Shut? The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, or Eyes Wide Shut? Kubrick once considered casting Steve Martin in that role. Trudell goes first.
The Shining.
DC.
Full Metal Jacket.
Laura.
I'm also going to go The Shining.
And I'm going to go The Shining.
You're all wrong. It is the Tom Cruise role in Eyes Wide Shut.
Wow.
He heavily
Such a good
considered-
movie.
Yeah, he heavily considered Steve Martin for that movie.
Interesting.
So
I just like the idea of Steve Martin in
He
The
also-
Shining.
Apparently, they also considered him for Maverick instead of Tom Cruise. In Top Gun.
They
You
did.
guys hear that?
They did. He was
Yeah.
also up for Mission Impossible.
That is not
Did all of
true.
them.
No, yeah.
That is not true. But quick scorekeeping update.
Steve Martin does his own stunts, by the way.
That's 100% factual.
He saved movies. I don't know if
He
you
did-
heard about
he
this.
did
Steve
save
Martin
movies.
saved movies.
Yeah, he did.
Currently, the score
Super
is
fast, too, if you watch him run.
Oh, he's a great Steve. It's very convincing when Steve
Exactly.
Martin runs.
He eats
Pumps the
popcorn like a
arms.
maniac.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, the score is everybody with 2 except Mace has 1.
Okay.
Steve Martin and Harrison Ford have never worked together, but Martin was once considered for a role that Ford made iconic. Which role is it? Han Solo, Indiana Jones, or Dr. Richard Kimball, the role in The Fugitive? Han Solo, Indiana Jones, Richard Kimball. Steve Martin was once considered for this Harrison Ford role. BC goes first.
Han Solo.
Laura.
Indiana Jones.
Mace.
Richard Kimball.
Go Richard Kimball.
BC taking the lead. It is Han Solo.
Steve Martin was up for Han Solo?
Yeah, I don't
Everybody
buy
was up for
that.
Han
What
Solo.
a different movie that would have been.
Al Pacino. I'm not joking. Was
Hooah! R2D2.
You want to go to Alderaan? Oh, I can take you to Alderaan.
I'll take a flamethrower to this place.
And De Niro for Vader, actually. It was,
Yeah, De Niro
would have
for
been
Vader.
crazy.
True.
Yeah.
You talking to me,
That's-
Obi-Wan?
yeah.
You talking to me? Which of these Batman villains was Steve Martin heavily considered
God.
for Warner Brothers?
The roles he almost got.
I know, by Warner Brothers. Steve Martin was heavily considered for this Batman role. The Joker in the Tim Burton, played by Jack Nicholson. The Riddler in Batman Forever, played by Jim Carrey. Or Max Schreck in Batman Returns, played by Christopher Walken. The Joker, the Riddler, or Max Schreck. Steve Martin heavily considered for that role. BC.
You're making it seem like he didn't get any jobs.
Right, he
All these
missed
that
out on
didn't.
so
I
many
mean,
Look,
good
man,
gigs.
that's show business, baby.
All right,
Yeah.
These guys
okay.
all work.
I'll take the Riddler.
Laura.
Same Riddler.
Mace.
Joker.
What was the other?
Max Schreck, the Christopher Walken role.
That's right. Yeah, the Riddler.
The Riddler is the correct answer. So, Mace, you are falling well.
Am I
behind.
eliminated?
There's.
Is there like? Are you
Yeah,
going to mercy
you're
rule
two
me?
behind.
I only got 3. So
No,
I don't
you're
know.
well. You're 2 behind Trudell and Laura, 3 behind BC.
Okay.
I guess you're technically still.
I just got to go different.
You gotta
Opposite
run-
BC.
BC has what, 5?
BC has 4.
Oh, I have 3. Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're right
no,
there.
it's still relatively tight. Steve Martin is a well-known art collector, and he is a trustee at one of these very prestigious art museums. Which one? The Louvre in Paris?
The
Laura?
Louvre.
The Louvre, LACMA, or the Met? The Louvre, LACMA, or the Met? Steve Martin, art collector, trustee at. Laura goes first.
I'll go LACMA.
And Mace.
Got to go different in some way. I'll go the Met.
The Met.
The Met.
Laura, you have tied BC. Come on, man. He's LA through
He's an
and through.
LA dude, so I'm like, come
I
on
had
now.
to go different, so I'm out now.
You are out
Yeah.
now. It
Thank
is
God.
still, but BC and Laura 4, Trudell 3. Steve Martin has never been nominated for an Oscar, but he's had several Golden Globe nominations. How many times has he been nominated? Over, under at 9 for Golden Globes. Trudell goes. Well, does it matter who goes first?
Start with the leaders.
Start with the leader. So BC goes first.
Over.
Laura.
I'll go under.
I mean, Andy's a Steve Martin fan. I don't feel like he would have done him with the under. We're going to go over.
I guess I did him with
Damn
the under. Laura is now in the lead. He's had 8 nominations, never won.
A Golden Globe.
He's-
And he didn't get an Oscar nomination for Roxanne. That's
No.
the one I thought he would.
He's great in
He did not.
Roxanne,
Yeah, he's
but
great
he
in
has
that movie.
never actually, I don't think he's ever had it. Certainly not for acting.
Right, okay.
He's never had one.
Yep.
Okay, so Laura's ahead with 5, BC with 4. Trudell, you've been eliminated.
Sorry, Mike.
The last 3 days has
doesn't
been
feel
BC and I.
Yeah, it has all 3 days. It's
Well,
come down to you,
BC
too.
had hit the game, but the other times, yeah.
Steve Martin has been married twice.
Mm.
The second time around to Anne Stringfield. His best man was someone synonymous with Saturday Night Live. Who is it? Lorne Michaels, Dan Aykroyd, or Martin Short? Lorne Michaels, Dan Aykroyd, or Martin Short? The best man at Steve Martin's second wedding. I guess Laura would go first?
I'll go the last one.
You're going to go with Martin Short?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lorne Michaels.
BC, you have pushed a
Oh,
tie.
we got a tie.
Yeah, go with the big boss, man.
Yeah, now, are you out of questions?
I've got a bonus.
Oh, bonus question.
I've got a bonus.
Here we go.
Steve Martin is an extremely prolific writer, not just of screenplays and TV scripts, but books and plays. How many total books and plays has Steve Martin either written or co-written, according to Wikipedia?
So you need a number.
You need a number.
Between 1 and 1 million.
1 million. He's very prolific. Could be 1 million.
Could be 1 million.
Is everyone ready?
I have a number.
Okay.
Okay. I can't see
I know. 120.
120?
42.
Well, BC wins. The answer is 17.
You said so many. I went high.
17's a lot, Laura.
Who is he, Stephen King?
I don't know. You
John
said,
Grisham?
Come on.
120 is a lot.
120 is a lot.
I mean, he co-written, been a
Prolific.
part
Bro
of it.
never
I
leaves his
don't know.
typewriter or laptop, man. He's just constantly
going.
Congratulations to you, BC. You have won
thank
the
you very
Steve
much.
Way to go.
Martin
What's our monthly score, Laura?
Who cares?
Okay.
Wow.
I will actually accept that as an
No,
answer.
it's okay. Kids in the back. Well, right now, because of his win, BC's in the lead with 3.
Yep.
I have 2. Ireland has 2 kids in the back because of Dean and Graham have 2. DeAndre has 1, and Macy has scratch.
It's really not fair to fill in house, honestly. You know?
Why?
Well, just the sheer opportunity.
You can
cost
call in.
of
We
having
always
the
need an
numbers.
extra person.
You have to win 1 before you get an opportunity.
Well, I have won 2 in the past.
Have
in the
you?
past over the course of the last 2 months. I think they're 2 for 4 now, so not feeling great
Well, that's
about
good.
50%.
That's good.
Not feeling great
Game of
about it.
Games is brought to you by Jacob Ramrani. Everybody loves a fighter in this town. Winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anybody can fight, but Jacob is here for you when you need a big win after an accident. Go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. Coming up next for you, some crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Oh, Jacob.
Sedano and Cap.
Next at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
Now, was this Skinny Luther or Big Luther?
Skinny.
This was Skinny Luther, right?
This isn't mid-range Luth?
Yeah, it's like mid-range. Or
mid-range Luther.
I didn't know there was 2 different
No, there was Skinny Luther and there was Big Luther.
Right, there was. It's like Luca. You know, there was Big Luca and Skinny Luca, and there was Big Luther, and then there was Skinny Luther.
Sedano and Cap weekdays at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Check out this true crime story. An IT manager came in on Monday, tried to log in, and couldn't. A ransom message popped up. All company data, customer files, bank info, everything was locked. If they didn't pay $250K in Bitcoin, it would all be wiped. Protect your business with Thrive, America's leading managed security provider. Start with a free cyber risk assessment at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on Team Gravedigger, Team El Toro logo, and more. 2 times the freestyle action, full sand family fun. Coming to Crypto.com Arena August 22nd through 24th. Brought to you by BKD Tires. Lock in your seats today at MonsterJam.com.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill, and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open, located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at PlayHPC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
All right, we got everybody in the house, plus Trudell. What's going on, guys?
Hey.
You know what I was just noticing? This YouTube makes me look fat. I really have decided this YouTube makes me look
Well,
fat.
it just depends on the
Me
angle.
too.
So if you just adjust
I
your
need a better
seat position.
angle.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is.
Because a lot of belly. Man.
Well, let me tell you what happens.
What?
Let me tell you what happens, Mace.
Yeah.
It is high, and it does shoot down. And so then when you sit, when you don't have really good posture,
Which I don't. To say.
Then your fat belly laps over your pants.
Well, you said fat belly. Do you mean to say belly?
No,
'Cause
I
you
meant
said-
fat belly.
Okay, well, you're calling so you just called.
You're
it said
just
Mace
called
had-
me
yeah,
fat.
you had a fat
No,
belly.
I'm not calling you fat. I'm saying my fat belly. So like
Oh,
your
your
fat belly.
yeah.
Like, you know, like so what happens is you don't have good posture, then your fat belly laps over your pants, and then the angle is shooting down. So like the whole day yesterday I could notice it. I was like trying to hold it in, like suck it in.
Yeah, I know.
Once you see it, you can't unsee
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I'm like looking at it. I'm like,
fat ass.
Been there.
I would like to have let the face pixelated so you can't see who I am. Would that work?
So much for the summer shred.
No, it's now. I'm getting ready for Lakers season. Skinny Luka did it. I can do it.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I'm going. Look, I'm going to be in a hotel gym for the next week,
Yeah.
cranking away. Yeah. I'm
Wait,
going
she'll-
back at it.
Is
Plus you'll
Shadano
have
with
the
us?
buffet.
Yeah,
You'll have
I'm
the
here.
buffet.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
No, there's Shadano.
Hi, Shadano.
I don't have you up on the YouTube yet. I will once the next show.
Yeah, I don't think I can do video today. I'm in at the University of Miami's podcast studio, and they have like one of these weird like ways you have to log on and lean like a password to get into the Wi-Fi. So I don't have that ability. at the moment.
So I made a mythical money bet today on Hawaii. I love betting on the Little League World Series. It's fun to wager.
I thought you meant like college football, like you were betting them against Stanford.
No,
week 0 or
the
something.
Little League World Series, Hawaii. And Andy, you say they've released a statement.
Yes, this was brought to our
In
attention by
direct response to Mason.
Correctly.
I can't say for sure, but
Okay.
it may not be a coincidence that Mason announced
sounds
that
targeted.
at UCLA Knicks tweeted this out to us from what appears to be the official Little League Twitter account. Official statement. While Little League International continues to monitor the complexity and ever-evolving world of sports betting, we feel strongly that there is no place for betting on Little League games or on any youth sports competition. Little League is a trusted place where children are learning the fundamentals of the game and all the important life lessons that come with having fun, celebrating teamwork, and playing with integrity. And no one should be exploiting the successes and failures of children playing the game they love for their personal gain.
To that point, I'd like to take Nick Tanaka less than 2.5 hits in this next Hawaii
Well,
matchup.
and look, Cappy and Sedano, this is also why the Little League takes none of the money from ESPN to broadcast the games. They just give it all away to charity, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm
and
sure
they don't profit off the kids at all.
Are you guys into the Little League World Series?
I think it's cool. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's fun. Although I get
I've been
nervous for
watching
the
it
kids.
with my kids.
Do they like it?
Yeah, they love it. Yeah,
Yeah, my son loves it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I lived it already. I mean, I'm so jealous like that you guys have kids that are like looking forward to it because I already lived it. And I will get into it when we do have local teams in it.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now,
Like
Mace,
last year was a good year.
Well, first of all, all of the play. George, I don't know if you want. I won't say where you specifically live unless you want to. But there are 3 teams in George's area, and they're all going to be fighting over Mateo. I think it's already started.
Oh, really?
And my boys play in Hermosa, but it's very tough to get over the place where George lives. Kind of dominates the area, and Mateo's up next. So it's something to keep an eye on, George.
I mean, we'll see.
Is
We'll
Mateo
see.
being scouted yet?
We'll have 3 hats perhaps on the desk.
Hey,
Figure out
maybe-
where we're gonna go.
George, maybe you and Mateo and Kelly could go on the Pat McAfee show and make your announcement on the
Oh,
McAfee
that's
show.
a good idea.
Cappy, are you volunteering to represent Mateo?
Oh,
as his
absolutely.
agent in this context?
100%. I'm going to sign that little rascal right now.
So it should be known, Mateo can be bought. Like, because Cappy's now running his career.
Right.
Mateo
Right,
can
pretty
be
much,
bought.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of gambling,
Cappy's his NIL agent.
Yeah, that's right. He's getting the NIL, exactly.
And a piece of the action,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
Guys, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I called into the Mason and Ireland show.
Yes.
And invited Mason to stay in one of the hotel rooms. Maybe it's Michael, maybe it's me, maybe it's Ireland.
It's
I don't
certainly
know.
not Michael.
Maybe it's Billy Mack. But, Cappy, George often comes on the road in various spots, and we hang out in these arenas. I wanted to extend the invite. If you see one of these Laker road games in a city that you'd like to go to, I'd be happy to make accommodations. I can either get the 2 queens in the room, or we can just, go over under.
Look
the
at that,
game bet.
Cappy.
Okay.
Free betting.
Wait.
I'd like to go to see the Chase Center. I haven't been to the Chase Center.
Okay.
Chase Center's pretty cool.
Yeah, I hear it's really cool.
Very
you know what
nice.
else I really like to see is Barclays. The one in
Barclays?
Brooklyn,
Okay.
I hear is really nice.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's just all right, George?
I mean, it's nice. I mean, I like Chase a little
It's fine.
better.
It's just if you're going to go to New York, you may as well go to MSG.
Yeah, go to the Garden.
I mean, I went there all the time when I
you've
lived
been
there,
there.
but I would definitely go back.
Okay.
Mike, you're offering to get a 2-queen room rather than a 1-king room to accommodate me,
Of course.
or Mason, or anybody else that wants to take you up on the offer?
Not anybody else, but you and Mason certainly.
So here's what we do, Cappy. We pick out let's go to Golden State, right?
Okay.
Let's go see the Chase Center.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get the 2 queens and a cot. And
Yeah.
it'll be the
who's
three of us.
Who's getting the cot?
Whoever draws the short straw. No, you get a bed, so whoever draws the short
It's
straw
between you and me, Mace.
Got to be
It's
matching
like
PJs.
rock, paper, scissors.
Matching PJs with like the little nightcap.
You know, look, Cappy, you don't have to limit yourself to Chase Center. Maybe you want to come to, I don't know, Indiana. Maybe you haven't been to New Orleans in a while. I don't know.
Actually, New Orleans sounds like a great idea. I could visit my daughter at the same time. That's November 14th. I'm looking here. Smoothie King Center, New Orleans Pelicans. That's not a bad idea. It's a Friday night. Good night to hang out in New Orleans. But
yeah.
But then I think, Mike, I was reading your article about, back-to-backs.
Yeah.
So Friday, November 14th at New Orleans, and then you got to get on a plane and hustle up to Milwaukee. Oy.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. That's what sometimes Phil Jackson used to call that second game a schedule loss.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple other ones like that too. How about this one? This is right up George's alley. So March 18th and 19th at Houston and then at Miami. So we'll be getting into Miami at about 2 a.m.
Oh, perfect time to get there.
Well,
party's going to be going on.
Liv is just getting started.
Coming off an easy matchup against Houston.
Exactly. Doors just open at Liv when we land in Miami and then have to play the Heat that night.
You
at
think
8
your
p.m.
team is going to the hotel first? Get out of
Your
here.
usual table, Mr. James?
So I'm saying again that this would be a schedule loss, but it's Miami, so maybe you get the LeBron A game that night and they find a way. We'll see.
March 19th. All right. It's good to plan ahead, George. Maybe you and I could sit down and you could help me out with some travel arrangements. Do you think you could help me out with that?
Yeah, I can help you, Cappy.
Yeah.
So,
I
so
can't do
Cappy, I'm avoiding the big subject of the day.
Oh, really?
that?
What is that? Geez, I wonder what that
Oh,
is.
the Dodgers?
The Dodgers.
Well, you were the one saying yesterday,
No.
they need to be in a race with the Padres. It's going to be great for
it's
them.
Good. It's good for them, but they still
Get
don't have a
outta
closer. It is good to have a chase. It's
Yeah.
good to be chased down. I think it's actually a big positive.
Look, it's very difficult to just be so much better than everybody every year. It gets boring. And
Right.
right now they're a little bored. Then the Padres are going to come in. They're going to talk some trash. Cappy's going to be extra annoying, and the Dodgers will start playing well again.
I think Friedman blew the trade deadline. I think he was really cocky, said, we've got the guys. We don't need to add anybody. Padres added Laureano. They added who else? Who's the catcher?
O'Hearn, Freddie Fermin.
Freddie Fermin. They added Mason Miller. I mean, they loaded up, and the Dodgers didn't. And I think they're paying the price now.
But yesterday you were saying that it's good that they're in a chase.
Yes.
And you just recently said that they were chased down.
Yeah.
But that's not really what happened.
What happened?
What happened is that the Dodgers have essentially imploded. I mean, when you look at their last, 33, 34 games, what's the number, like 12 and...
They're 12 and 21.
12 and 21. So it's not like the Padres... don't get me wrong. The Padres have played good baseball. They've played winning baseball. But it's really about the Dodgers coming back, and then...
In other words, Cappy, it's not so much that the Padres chased them down, it's the Dodgers walked backwards.
Sunk to their level.
Well, I mean, you could say sunk to their level, but at the same time, two things were happening at the exact same time.
Yeah.
The Dodgers were coming back, and the Padres were playing better and coming up, so they met in the middle as of yesterday. And then what happened to the Dodgers is they ran into the buzzsaw known as the Angels.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
0 for 6 against the Angels.
I will say this. So run differential is something that's just interesting. It's not the only stat.
Yeah.
But on the season, even with the Dodgers' recent struggles, they're plus 80. The Padres are plus 52. So this kind of goes, I think, to Mason's point, the back end of the bullpen. They've had all the injuries. They don't necessarily have the one closer. And so they've lost a lot of these close games lately. I'm pretty confident that they will iron out, even if it's dropping one of the guys that kind of can start on a day-to-day situation.
Right.
Down the line into the bullpen and really shoring that up, and they'll be fine like they always
But
are.
I have a hard time thinking who
I don't
Dave
know where that
Roberts
confidence
should
is
put
coming
in
from.
with a 1-run lead in the 9th inning.
Well, that's directly related.
They don't
to
have
this
that
run
guy
differential
right
thing. Like you shouldn't be 68 and 53 with a run differential like that. So yeah,
I also
I'll
wonder how
acknowledge
much. I wonder how much that run differential is front loaded.
Yeah, true.
Well, that and the other part of that run differential is while Mike is saying that right now the Dodgers are number 1 in baseball in runs scored. The Padres are 21st in runs scored.
Yeah.
But if we were to just take a look at since the trade deadline, what those numbers look like, I'm going to take a guess that they might look a little bit different because the Dodgers are playing in a lot of these close games and they're not scoring a lot of runs.
Yeah.
And the Padres are all of a sudden, like yesterday, these guys they were up 10-0 over the San Francisco Giants. Not that the Giants are any good any longer. So it really comes down, though, to this series this weekend is going to be about the Dodgers offense against the Padres pitching because the Padres pitching as a team for their ERA, they're number 2 in baseball.
Their bullpen is loaded. 100%. And that's the problem is Dodgers got to get to them early because the bullpen is locked down. And I still think the series I personally think it comes down to the Dodgers bullpen. I mean, if the Dodgers bullpen can close a game, then I think the Dodgers got a chance to win it. But they don't have that guy. Last night it was Edgardo Enriquez. I mean, I guess I would try Blake Trinan tomorrow night in a save situation. But, Cappy, your point is taken, that the Padres have a far better bullpen than the Dodgers.
And for the Padres.
There's one key point about the Padres, though. Well, they are the Padres.
Oh.
Mike,
so you're basically applying Clipper logic there?
Yeah, Mike, it doesn't even work coming from
That's
you.
what's in.
You can try your best. You take the kids to the games. You like the Dodgers. But that doesn't work from you.
See, not even I do that one.
No.
I don't. I also
you.
don't do the – I mean, I'll occasionally say the gutty little Padres.
Isn't that what I'm saying, kind of?
You can't be like lifelong – bleeding Dodger blue guy when you're not lifelong bleeding Dodger blue guy.
I mean, he's been here a long time.
Yeah,
Cap.
he's been here a long time.
Yeah. Been here longer than you.
He qualifies.
Well,
Mike has been here for 16, 17 years now?
Yeah, since 2008. I wasn't. This was not a Dodger comment.
I mean, that's honestly almost half his life. What are you talking about?
I mean, there are people
I'm going to keep talking about it, George. I mean, if you're going to start playing the game of, I've been a Dodger fan
I didn't
so
say anything
long,
about the Dodgers.
and I'm just going to keep knocking the gutty little Padres. Listen,
wait,
I'm not hyping the gutty little Padres. I'm just saying that, these
right,
two
but you
teams,
certainly take offense when anyone takes shots at
Cappy,
them.
there are more fan bases that make fun of the Padres than just the Dodgers. Like it's a league-wide thing.
That was coming from an early Twins fan who was now a Dodger fan and a Twins fan, but more of a Dodger fan because I watch all the games.
Yeah.
Well, you see, you guys are all missing one big point here.
What is that?
As I've tried to explain to all you gentlemen in the past.
Fine.
See, Padre fans are pissed at me because they don't think I'm enough of a Padre fan and they don't think I'm enough of a Dodger hater. And Dodger fans are pissed at me because they're like, how dare you be on 710 and not be a Dodger cheerleader? So what I told you guys a while ago, and I'm celebrating it today, Jack, I'm an Angels fan.
Oh, my
Even though I only know two guys on the Angels.
Mason, what's that thing you do where you just hang up on them?
Two guys on the Angels. That's
I think it's
I only know two guys.
really bad taste.